Bring it on in, y'all. Bring it on in. Hopefully this works. The Wi-Fi here is pretty terrible. I'll wait till we get a decent number of people, or somewhat decent number of people in here. Come on. Get on in here, y'all. Bring it in, bring it in. Yeah, like I said, I hope this works. The Wi-Fi here is pretty sucky. All right, here we go. Bring it in. What's up, guys? Get this up to 10 people and I'll start talking. Now we're back down to 5. 7. There we go. Let's get this up to 10 people. And then I will start going over what I was going to go over. Well, thank you, Samantha. Fix my hair. Oh, we had 10, and then we lost 2 people. We're excited. All right, we got 10 people. Hopefully it stays that. Now we're back down to 8. Oh, whatever. I'm just going to start talking anyway. People can join in and whatever as they please. Earlier today, we had someone submit their video to us over email, but there was trouble getting it to us through the email. I don't know if anybody else has had trouble yet or has even attempted. We're going to make it so there's 2 ways that you can send it to us. You can send it to us through the email if that works, and if it doesn't work, we will send you an email back saying that we did not get your video. But if that doesn't work, you can do it through Facebook. You can send us a message once you like our page and follow us. You can send us a message through Facebook, and either one of those will be fine. It should definitely work through Facebook, but yeah, that's the announcement, I guess. Nothing major, but if anybody was worried that it wasn't working or it wouldn't let you send the video, there is another way to do that. Yeah. So make sure you guys go ahead and make those videos, send them in. The earlier you get them in, the earlier we watch them, better chance you probably have to win. Like we talked about, 3 prizes. You got the 3rd place is just one of our t-shirts. 2nd place is the t-shirt and a Blu-ray copy of Age of Ultron, Avengers Age of Ultron. And then the 1st place is t-shirt, Blu-ray of the Avengers, and a $25 AMC gift card, so you can go watch Infinity War for probably the 30th time. I've seen it 7 times, so there's no shame coming from this end. Anybody have any questions or anything? I'm all ears. Wow. Eddie's impressed. Who's my favorite Marvel hero? It's Captain America. 2nd is probably Spider-Man. When I was a little kid, it was Spider-Man, but where I got, definitely. Here, I don't know how many people have seen it, but I'll show you real fast. My tattoo right there. Sorry about the bruise, but there's my tattoo right there. Yep. Where am I? I am at work. Well, it's after hours, so I'm not on the job or anything. I work in a martial arts school. I teach Taekwondo. That's my job. Boom. Sorry, my finger was in the way. My bad. Yeah, Captain America, definitely. Just the morals that he has. I love Captain America. Didn't get a ton to do in Infinity War, but didn't get a ton to do. Let me try not to trip over my words one more time. Did not get a ton to do in Infinity War, but I feel he's definitely going to be much more of a major player in the next one. And the Russo brothers have talked about how, you know, if they didn't get a lot to do in this one, they're going to get more to do in the next one. Do I like my job? Absolutely, I love my job. Would you ever fight pro? I've thought about it. I'm actually taking jiu-jitsu right now. This is taekwondo. I've been taking taekwondo for 16 years now. I'll be testing for my 4th degree black belt actually this month. I'll be testing for my 4th degree black belt, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully I pass, get my 4th degree. But I'm currently taking jiu-jitsu, and I've given some thought to fighting, but I don't know. I think my face is better for the camera. Just kidding. Which MCU movie do you think is the funniest, not including Ragnarok? Probably Ant-Man, or Homecoming. Ant-Man or Homecoming, or Guardians. God, there's some funny ones, man. Infinity War is really funny, but like not like distractingly funny, but like funny in the perfect moments with the perfect characters to do the humor. I just love these nice silent moments. Thor: The Dark World is the funniest, probably for bad reasons. The first Thor is really funny, like the fish out of water story. Another, or I need a horse. We don't have horses. We just have dogs and cats and hamsters. Well, then give me one of those large enough to ride. Like that. That movie's hilarious. Marvel's so funny, but they know when to get serious. That's why I love them. Like when, and again, coming from, what's up, Gabe? Coming from, you know, someone who really, really likes DC movies, and I read DC comics before I read Marvel comics when I was younger. Like DC was my number one. I love Batman vs Superman. I love Man of Steel. Man of Steel is in my top 10 comic book movies of all time. So I love the DC universe, but when they try to do humor, it feels forced and it doesn't feel natural. When Marvel does it, it feels natural because it's coming from characters that make sense. That it makes sense for them to be funny. Like Star-Lord is very funny. His character is very funny. Thor has progressed to be a funny character, but it makes sense because he's picking up all these, Earth isms, I guess is what you would call it. But like the whole stuff with DC, like, she with you? I thought she was with you. Like that, it's not funny to me. Like it just doesn't click. It's character relationship humor in Marvel. Like, spoilers for Infinity War, but it's really jokes. It's not really spoilers, but come on, most of you probably seen Infinity War by now. When Thor is calling Rocket Rabbit and Sweet Rabbit, that never gets old. It is the funniest thing, and he does it like 8 times in the movie, and I laughed harder every single time. Like, just thank you, Sweet Rabbit. And then Rocket would just look at him like, huh? What did you call me? Hilarious. All right, I missed a bunch of people who said stuff. Funniest comedian in the MCU? I would probably go with Paul Rudd, because he's a comedic actor by nature. Michael Pena in Ant-Man is pretty funny too. If you could ever meet one hero, who would be? I'm gonna cheat and name a couple: Cap, Spider-Man, or probably Iron Man, just to see if he can give me some tech. That'd be pretty dope. Favorite UFC fighter, if I have one. I have a lot of favorites. I'm a McGregor fan. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know a lot of people like crap on, especially with some of the stuff that's happened lately. I love McGregor because I enjoy both extremes of the UFC. I love the extreme, super polite and sportsmanship fighter who bows going into the octagon, like the George St. Pierre's, and doesn't trash talk. And then on the other end of the spectrum, I also love like the Joanna Jędrzejczyks and the Conor McGregors, who use trash talk to get in their opponent's head and win that way, because like McGregor has won fights before purely off the trash talk leading up. Like he broke them down mentally and then just dismantled them once they got in there, and that's why I like him. Now, can he be an idiot at times? Absolutely. That whole thing with the dolly getting thrown through the bus, he was an idiot. And I'll admit that as a McGregor fan, he was an idiot. But I hope to see him back in there. I hope to see him fight Khabib. It'd be cool to see what happens. It'd be interesting. Who is your favorite Spider-Man? Tom Holland, absolutely. What do you think DC needs to improve? Should they take their team-up movies slower? I don't know, because here's the thing. Justice League was the 5th movie in the DC universe. The Avengers was the 6th movie. So it's not like it was that far off. But they tried to introduce a bunch of, again, someone who really, really likes Justice League. They tried to introduce a bunch of the team in that movie, and it just took too much time. We had already built up a bunch of relationships by the time the first Avengers came out, and you know, we already knew most of these characters, and the ones that we spent the least amount of time with, they pushed those forward in the beginning of the movie to introduce them. So like Black Widow, Hawkeye, Captain America to an extent, and the new Hulk were kind of the big forefront introducees in the beginning of the Avengers. Get the introductions out of the way just in case you might have missed their solo movie. All right, you know who they are. Let's do a quick recap. Boom. All right. And now let's finish off with Iron Man and Thor, which I would feel like probably most, you know, if you're talking about the first 5 MCU movies, most people probably saw those two. Because most people were saying, if you're going to watch Avengers, you got to see Thor first. That's like a big one. But for me, if you're going to see Avengers or Age of Ultron or Infinity War or Civil War, or any of these team-up movies, I feel like you're not going to get the full experience unless you've watched them all. And I know that sounds, you know, kind of weird. Somebody was making a complaint about Infinity War, like, yeah, but does it stand on its own? Is it a standalone movie? No, and why the hell should it be? There's 18 movies before it. It doesn't have to be. Like, no one has ever said anything bad about Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Like, yeah, but does it stand alone without the other movies? No, because it shouldn't, because it's a series. Just because they all have different titles doesn't mean that's like, critics are still trying to wrap their head around that this is a universe of different movies that live together. It's the first time it's ever been done successfully or done really at all. It was the first time it was done at all, because you would say Star Wars, but Star Wars was Star Wars. It wasn't like solo movie, and then bring them together and they all live in the universe while the other movies are going on. That's not what it was. So it should not just be a standalone movie. But I think kind of is too. I think you can watch it and still know what's going on. But it doesn't have to be a standalone movie, nor should it be judged as one. Whoa. All right. Sorry, I went off on a rant there. All right, here we go. Please do a reaction of Ashes, Deadpool 2 song by Celine Dion. Yeah, I saw that on YouTube. I haven't watched it yet. We haven't watched it yet. Actually, I don't know if Alex has watched it yet or not, but I will ask him. Who do you think will be the main villain in the next Spider-Man movie? Well, it depends, doesn't it? Is it going to be Peter Parker? It may not be. It could be Miles Morales. Wouldn't that be something? Because they did kind of set him up in the movie beforehand. But who that we haven't seen yet. That's the other part of it that we haven't seen yet. So we've seen Green Goblin. We've seen Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Venom, Sandman, New Goblin, Hobgoblin-ish, Lizard, Electro, Rhino, technically, kind of, and then Vulture, and then Shocker. We actually got most of the big ones out of the way. I'm trying to think. Mysterio would be cool, but I think that's, even for an MCU that has a talking raccoon and a talking tree, Mysterio is probably the toughest villain to get across to the general public. Like, who's this dude? Like, he wears a fishbowl on his head? Who? Yeah, that would be tough. Carnage, I'd be down for Carnage, but then you'd have to introduce the symbiotes. My biggest one is Kraven, but I don't want Kraven in this movie. I want Kraven in the third movie. I want the Kraven to be like the Dark Knight Rises, like, not quality of film, because I'm not a big Dark Knight Rises fan, but Kraven should be his Bane. That's like seriously, like he should be the bane of Spider-Man, the way he hunts him. And I would want it to get pretty rough. Like Spider-Man like gets pretty roughed up by him. Make it kind of dark, change it up a little bit. Um, so yeah, probably I would love for the Venom Carnage stuff to be involved with the MCU, but we'll just have to wait and see. And then Craven will be what I would want to see down the road. Did you like Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? Yes, I really much enjoyed that. But I will say, and you could watch our reaction to the trailer. I should have said it while the cameras were on, but I didn't want to cause a big ruckus. The trailer didn't do much for me. I didn't really. The only thing right now that is getting me super interested in Fantastic Beasts 2 is Dumbledore, the young Dumbledore played by Jude Law. That is getting me interested, and it's probably one of the bigger reasons why I'm seeing the movie. I mean, I was going to see it anyway, just because I want to see where the story goes. I'm not a big fan that Johnny Depp is Grindelwald. I mean, I love Johnny Depp, but I just don't. It distracts me when I see him in the trailer. But yeah, the first trailer didn't do much for me. Same thing with the Jurassic World. The first Jurassic World trailer, I think, is horrible. I don't think we even did a reaction to it because we saw it before we got a chance to. It was like before one of the movies. That trailer is too long and it shows way too much of that island scene. It's like, well, there's no tension left in that scene at all. Like in the first trailer, when the T-Rex roars, that's where it should have cut. But there was like 45 more seconds, and I'm like, no, stop, cut the trailer, too long. I mean, I hate to bring everything back to Marvel, but Marvel knows exactly where to cut their trailers. You will never, ever, ever, now knock on wood, see Marvel do a doomsday kind of thing with DC. That, like, oh my God, it makes me so mad because I love Batman vs. Superman. I do. But it would have been so much more of a better theatrical experience if I didn't know that Doomsday was in it. Yeah. Favorite scene in Infinity War? Oh, that's so tough. There's so many. Dude, Cap showing up with the Secret Avengers. Freaking awesome intro. Thor showing up at Wakanda. Amazing. I love that so much. The Gamora scene with Thanos on Vormir with Red Skull. Amazing. There's so much. Oh my God, Cap and Black Panther running side by side ahead of the pack in the Battle of Wakanda. Like, seriously. Do you like Last Jedi? I really like Last Jedi. But here's the thing, and I'm really excited for Solo. I think The Last Jedi did something to me, and it wasn't the movie that did it. I think it was all the backlash to the movie and all the talking and all the fans fighting over the movie. It's making me kind of Star Wars fatigue just from the not oversaturation, that was not the word I wanted to use, overanalyzation of it. Just how everyone was picking every little scene apart in that movie, and I had to hear it all. And again, I really, really like Last Jedi. I actually put Last Jedi above Force Awakens in my list. Return of the Jedi is my favorite. That's my favorite Star Wars movie because Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, it probably, I think I would say Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, New Hope, Last Jedi, Force Awakens, Sith, Phantom Menace, and then Attack of the Clones at the bottom. And Rogue One, I would actually probably put right above Force Awakens, under Last Jedi. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to sit down and think about it. But it was just, there was so much like overanalyzation of that movie that I just got sick and tired of hearing about it, and now I'm just kind of sick and tired. Like, I'm not really that pumped for Episode 9. Now, when the trailer comes out, we're gonna be like, holy crap! Like, it'll reinvigorate it, and I hope Solo's amazing. I'm actually not gonna get to see it opening night for that's the first time a big movie in the past 10 years has come out that I haven't seen on opening night. But I will be testing for my 4th degree that day, so, and I won't be here. I'll be in Florida, so that's why. Yeah, so hopefully Solo is really good. That gets me reinvigorated a little bit more, and then I get a little bit more pumped up. Next year's giant. We have Episode 9 and Avengers 4 coming out. That is huge. And Captain Marvel. That's giant. Next year's going to be big. We live in an age of miracles. Every year is big. Favorite Netflix show at the moment? Ooh, I've been really lacking on my Netflix watching. At the moment, I really am not watching a Netflix show, but my couple of my favorites of all time, Daredevil is just so good. Punisher really good. Like if we're talking superhero ones, Black Mirror was pretty awesome. I really like Black Mirror. Yeah, the writers of Avengers 3 and 4 said that Avengers 4 won't change a thing from Infinity War. That scares me. See, it will change. It will definitely change because we know Spider-Man. There's a Spider-Man Homecoming 2 or whatever they're gonna call it. So we know he's gonna be in it. So it's gonna change some things. Do you watch Stranger Things? And which season did you like the best? Ooh, that's a tough question. I'd probably go season 2 just because we got a little bit more Eleven action. And dude, I probably season 2 just from the snowball dance at the end alone, seeing Mike and Eleven together like at the dance. Made my heart just feel good. Yeah, Punisher was definitely amazing. Punisher was awesome. The show of was my least favorite Marvel movie. Probably Thor: The Dark World. I mean, that's the easy answer. And I like Thor: The Dark World. Like, it's not a terrible movie, and it's not a terrible made film. It's the one. What's funny though is Thor: The Dark World is one of the key films because it introduces an Infinity Stone. It introduced, I think, no, I guess if you count Loki's staff, it introduced the third Infinity Stone because you had Loki's staff and the Tesseract, so the Mind and the Space Stone. Thor Ragnarok introduced the Reality Stone, so it's a pretty big movie, but it doesn't feel like the first Thor, and I love the first Thor. The first Thor, I think, is so underrated. I think that movie is amazing. Show of hands, guys. Just curious, how many of you are actually planning on doing the giveaway, like making the video and doing all that thing? I know Shane already made his video and sent it to us, but how many of you are actually going to do it? Just curious. Haven't they already finished shooting Avengers 4? Yeah, they finished shooting Avengers 4. Now I'll probably go back and shoot pickups, probably. Most likely. Most films do. Reshoots are normal. Like, it makes me so mad when people freak out about reshoots. I'm like, dude, reshoots happen for every movie. They plan them in. Reshoots happen. Like, it's not like a big deal. Now, if you reshoot half the movie, that's probably a big deal. But hey, Rogue One pretty much reshot the whole third act, and that turned out pretty good. Let's hope Solo turns out pretty good by reshooting most of that movie. Maybe editing takes a long time. Just, you don't have to edit anything. Just make a cell phone video like I'm doing right now. Like, just cell phone, make it, send it to us on Facebook. There it is. Cut, print, ship. You don't get bonus points for editing it and making a title card and a credit section and having transitions. What's up, Eli Booth? Where's Donkey Kong? Jesus. Now, I just was making a video kind of discussing the oh, sorry, Jacob. I didn't understand what you were talking about there. I thought you meant editing. I thought you said maybe editing takes a long time. I put commas in there that you didn't. Thought you meant maybe, as in maybe I'll make a video for the contest. Editing takes a long time. You're talking about the CGI in Infinity War. Yeah, definitely. And can we talk about CGI in Infinity War? Oh my god. If they don't win Best Visual Effects at the Academy Awards next year, I'm gonna lose my mind. And it's not because I'm a Marvel fanboy, which I am. I'm a comic book fanboy in general. I geek out. Alex has said it before. When we go see a superhero movie, whether it's dog shit or not, we come out of that movie like geeking and oozing at the mouth. And then we see it again, and if it was really good, we're like, oh, it's still amazing, or we'll go, oh, maybe not. Fart noise, you're not gonna get one from me. Sorry, I'm good at it, and that's kind of his thing. Iron Spider, holy shit, yes, Iron Spider was amazing. You know how many people keep calling him Iron Man Jr. and it pisses me off. I'm like, you understand he wouldn't be able to survive in outer space when he was on the outside of that ship. Without that, he'd be dead. So it's like he was there. I'm gonna plug my phone in because it's running low on juice. Okay, well, that didn't work. I don't know if my phone is charging or not. I'm gonna guess it is. Actually, I'm gonna real quick check. Okay. Guy, a hero of his own story, or a bad guy, a monster should be destroyed. Bit of both. I would say this is one of the first movies where the villain is dual protagonist antagonist, because there's been times where I'm kind of rooting for him, just like I want to see it happen. I wanted to see this happen. I don't want to see my beloved heroes die, but I wanted stakes in this movie, and they did, and had stakes. Nice wannabe comedy entering the contest. It's gonna be real fun watching you guys' videos. What if Aunt May kills Thanos with a super person? Dude, if there's a scene where Tony has to talk to Aunt May, I'm gonna lose my shit in the next movie. You think Thanos is gonna feel guilt about Gamora and join the Rangers and bring her back, or join the Avengers? See, here's the thing. Thanos definitely feels guilt about it, but there was no regret. Two different things. Guilt and regret are two different things. There is no regret whatsoever in his face at the end of that movie. I feel like if he had 1,000 more chances to bring Gamora back to life, he would kill her every time to finish this job. He would feel guilty about it, but he would not regret it. What's the update? Oh, were you not here earlier? Oh, I was just saying about the update with the contest. You could submit it to our Gmail like we talked about yesterday, or you can submit it to us through Facebook message if the Gmail one won't work and it won't let you send a file that big. Sometimes it's weird. Very sad that Loki died. Yep, but it had to happen. It made stakes in the beginning of the movie very quickly, and I called it a long time ago. In a podcast a long-ass time ago, I called it. I was like, he's going to die in that opening 5 minutes of that movie. Do you want Cap to have his way to shine in Avengers 4 as much as I do? Absolutely, and he will. There was a reason he was a lower totem pole character in this movie, because it's setting him up. He's one of the last people alive. Of course he's going to be a big part of the next movie, and he's going to get his shield back. He's going to probably go red, white, and blue again, the full get-up, lose the beard, and I love bearded Cap, but he's going to lose the beard, get the shield back. He's going to be Captain America again, and Tony might give him that shield back. That'd be a really, really cool scene. Thor had one job. Yeah, I should have went for the head. But hey, if he would have went for the head and did something different, it may not have went the way Doctor Strange saw it. It's that one outcome, and it all had to go according to plan. If you don't have a Facebook, could you follow on Twitter or not? Just a question. The thing we're thinking about dropping the Twitter thing just because we don't have time. We don't have time for it. Like right now, I'll dropping the whole Twitter thing, unless we can find someone that we could pay to do it for us and be our social media marketer. Peter Quill had one job as well. Yeah, but it goes back to that thing. That had to happen. All these things had to happen sequentially for them to lose, because they have to lose to win. Someone told me they didn't like the ending. I loved it. Dude, the ending's amazing, but I don't know why they didn't like it. If they didn't like it because it was sad, well then it worked. Like I don't love the ending because they die. I love it because it's emotional and it worked. Do you think Cap will hold Stormbreaker? Oh my god, I will lose my freaking mind if Cap picks up Stormbreaker. Yeah, we predicted that Thor would have to watch Loki die. Now, we said that scene in the trailer where Thanos is holding his head is him making him watch. He did make him watch, but in a different way. He was being held up by Ebony Maw. Rest in peace, stream. Oh, did something die out? Stream? I don't know. There could be a chance Spider-Man Homecoming 2 could be before Infinity War. Well, they've already said it takes place a minute after Avengers 4. They said the time. So unless they're just fooling us, which is a very big possibility, we saw in their trailers that they like to fool us. My biggest question is the marketing for that movie, because the movie comes out, it's supposed to come out 2 months after Avengers 4. I don't want to see a trailer with Spider-Man in it if he's presumed dead before Avengers 4 comes out. I would be so not happy about that. Where are you at? Just realized you're not at your house. I'm at work. Well, at my place of work. Harley from Iron Man 3 is supposed to be in Avengers 4. Probably will be a small role, but cool, he's coming back. I hope it's not a big role. I want big roles to be like Captain America and Iron Man and Hawkeye and Ant-Man and Wasp. Yeah, they will return. Those who died before clicking on the present perished. Oh, yeah. I think if you're pre-snap, I think you're gone. At least I really hope so. If Gamora comes back, I'm not going to be happy. Just because that is a It was a great scene, and it would kind of take all the emotional. This hair is really pissing me off, and I can see it. Okay, did I get it? Whatever. It would take all the emotional weight out of that scene. I love the Nomad Captain America. Dude, awesome. And did you notice that they even kind of paid a little homage to his comic book costume with the scales? You could see them ripped underneath. So it was like his Kevlar underneath. You could see the little scales. Where do you think Valkyrie went? Well, remember in the movie, Thor said, slaughtered half my people. And in the beginning, the ship is broken in half. So I think they got away. Half of them got away. Yeah, Gamora should return. Steve Rogers in Infinity War looks like Snake from Metal Gear Solid. That's a good call. Yeah, Cap's outfit has where it's ripped up here by the star, you can see the little scale things, and I think it's like the Kevlar or whatever underneath. But it's a little homage to the comics where he's got like the full like scales kind of thing going on, which I don't want that unless they make it look dope. Which if they make it look dope, that's cool. I'm one of the few people who I love the first Avengers Captain America costume, the super bright comic booky one. I love that because it makes that team shot look so comic booky but so awesome. Winter Soldier one is pretty dope too. The stealth one. I think my favorite though is the Age of Ultron Civil War one, where it's like a combo of like old and new tech. If you could play, when are they gonna bring Quicksilver back? I hope not. I mean, it sucks that he died because I actually really like the Quicksilver in the MCU, but you know, stakes, man. Marvel can't keep killing people and bringing them back. And then we just lose every time people die. Now after that, we're just not going to care because they're going to bring it back. If you could play any Marvel character who already isn't in the MCU, who would you play? Ooh, damn, that's a toughie. Who isn't already? Ooh, here's the thing: isn't already in the MCU. Who would I play? I'm not much of an actor. I would have said Cap or Spidey, but they're already in it. Damn. I don't know. Maybe Wolverine, one of the X-Men, Cyclops, Reed Richards, Johnny Storm. They're not in the MCU yet. Doctor Doom. Ooh. DC, Marvel, or Star Wars. Come on, man. Why can't we just have all three? See, it's the mood I'm feeling. Like there was a chunk of time, like around the time Batman vs Superman was coming out and stuff like that, where I was all DC. I wasn't watching anything Marvel. And then when Force Awakens was coming out and Last Jedi, I was watching all Star Wars. And now, right now, I'm all on Marvel because it's kind of it's an ever changing thing in my mind. I'm never gonna like definitively say one over the other. Now, who I think is doing the best right now, I really do like that. I actually like. The one I really like that no one talks about is the one before that, where it's the leather jacket, the helmet, and the funny costume underneath, where you can just see the star and the old-fashioned shield. I love that. I almost got a tattoo of that. Hulk got scared of Thanos. Absolutely, he got scared of Thanos. That's why he didn't come out. But they are setting up a giant Hulk moment in the next movie. Ending with Spider-Man made grown men cry. Dude, made me cry. All 7 times that I've seen it, it's made me cry. She played Black Adam. Well, that's The Rock's job. Have you seen the Celine Dion's music video? I have not yet. We might react to it. Imagine Cap wears a suit from the first Avengers movie when he faced Thanos in the next movie. Well, we do see set photos of him wearing that costume and then back in the Battle of New York, but a lot of people are saying that's the technology from Civil War that Tony used, the retro framing, and they're going to go back to these moments from other Marvel movies. I don't know why, but it's going to be cool. How will Tony get back to Earth? One of 3 options, in my opinion. Nebula's with him, so she could help. Captain Marvel picks him up, or Thor just bifrosts, since he can use that now at any time. I see, Eli, I see you've yet to give up your trolling, but I love it. We do Deadpool commentary before Deadpool 2. We're say a bunch, you're gonna miss stuff, but I would love to. Whichever, I know Black Panther comes out here real soon, so we're probably gonna do that first if possible, just because one, I want to see Black Panther again. I love Black Panther. What about the Guardian ship? Oh, that's true. The Guardian ship is there, unless it got destroyed in the battle, so that's also there. Do you think it's possible with the success of Venom adding it to the Marvel Universe, provided that Sony agree? Yeah. So they would be kind of changing the origin of Venom for the movies, which is fine. If I'd be okay with them changing the origin of Venom for the movies if it means that I can have Venom and Spider-Man together, especially with Tom Hardy, because I'm all in for Tom Hardy being Venom. Do a commentary for Alvin and the Chipmunks 3. That's okay. That's okay. Thoughts on Solo movie, future Star Wars movies? I said earlier, I really hope Solo is amazing, but I feel like I'm just a little Star Wars out right now after all of the just headache of Last Jedi. Not because I didn't like it, because I did really like Last Jedi, but because of all these other people and fans and just arguing over and analyzing, and it just got really tiresome, and it just made my head hurt. So I was kind of tired of it. But I'll obviously be super excited for episode 9 when the first trailer drops. Like, oh my god, it's happening. It's the conclusion. Venom is going to be a trash movie. See, I hope not. Like, I hope it's a really good movie. But part of me also hopes it's like, so that Sony's like, fine, we'll give you Venom 2, put it in the MCU. What would they do if they got the gauntlet off Thanos? Thanos would have still won. All that had to happen. Peter Quill to freak out and all that other stuff all had to happen because of the one situation where Doctor Strange said that they won. All that happened for a reason. So if they would have got it off, he still would have won somehow, and it would have ruined that one situation. Yeah, kind of weird that Rocket is the only one left for the Guardians. That is weird. That's gonna be cool to see what they do and play around with that. Hey Quill, where's Peter? Really wanted a Mandalore movie. Yeah, Mandalorian would have been cool. I don't need like a Boba Fett movie. I really don't need that. I don't need a Yoda movie. I don't need a Chewbacca movie. I'd be down for a Vader movie, like a Vader in between 3 and 4 movie. Him just wrecking fools and seeing his rise as the Dark Lord of the Sith. But I don't really need all these solo movies. Now, I keep saying that, but like Luke Skywalker movie between episode 6 and 7, like the 30-year gap, Luke Skywalker movie, Luke Skywalker played by Sebastian Stan. Boom. He looks just like Mark Hamill in the face. Do it. Do it. Fulfill your destiny. Hulk is the only one who has a hand big enough to wear the Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, it's as big as Cap's upper body. Yeah, dude. And when Cap was holding that gauntlet back was amazing. I love that scene so much. Were you upset when the trailer said association with Marvel? I was confused more than anything. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean Marvel Studios or just Marvel? Like, what does that mean? That would explain that Doctor Strange didn't say anything to Quill. Yeah, he would have stopped. Doctor Strange could have easily stopped Quill if he wanted to, but he wouldn't. He didn't because he knew he couldn't. Yeah, Hulk wore the gauntlet. That'd be crazy. You want a Jar Jar film? Well, good. You know what? To each their own. Ones like Rogue One would be nice. Yeah, stuff like Rogue One where it expands the story and fills in gaps and stuff like that are good. I don't need to know like Yoda's high school days. I don't need that shit. You want Cap to die in Avengers 4? I don't want Cap to die, but if he does die, it better be the most badass going out in your sword death ever. Same with Tony. Same with any of the original Avengers. It better be amazing. Like Ant-Man can get bigger and wear the gauntlet. That's true on his pinky finger. If he's like Giant Man. Oh yeah, that team shot in the trailer was completely not in the movie. Complete misdirection. You want to know Snoke's high school days? Who's Snoke? Snoke's nobody. Who gives a shit? Nobody knew who the Emperor was when that movie came out back in the 70s and 80s. Nobody knew, and no one complained about, who's Emperor Palpatine? Who was he? Like now, but with Snoke, everybody's like, well, Snoke has to be somebody. No one said that when the Emperor came out, so who gives a shit? Cap lifting Thor's hammer in Avengers 4/Axe. Yes, that has to happen. I'd be so in. Yeah, I'm from Missouri. That's on Earth, dipshit. I love Tony and Star-Lord. Yeah, if they come out with a Stormbreaker like replica, oof, best believe them. Or like Cap's Wakandan shields, yes. I'm all into getting those. Bet when Thanos was using the Time Stone to reverse the death of Vision, he was thinking of Time by Pink Floyd. Oh yeah, bring me Thanos! Dude, that scene is so good. I can watch that on loop. If Cap goes out, it's him sacrificing himself for the rest of the team. Yeah. It better be amazing if he dies. Like, it needs to be a heroic, amazing death, and emotional, and a pull at our, not only our heartstrings, but the heartstrings of the other Avengers. So, like, if Cap dies in front of Tony, I want Tony to react, or vice versa. Tony dies, I want Cap to react. Like Tony's on the ground dying, and Cap's like, Tony, are you okay? And then Tony says, I can do this all day, Cap. I would be so into that. Dude, the score was amazing. The music was amazing. I don't know why nobody's talking about the score. I've been listening to it constantly. The score is so good. I want the Infinity Gauntlet so I can kill every man. Well, yikes. Ooh, thanks, Thanos. Most underrated MCU character. Ooh, underrated MCU character. I think Bucky, honestly. I don't think Bucky gets talked about enough. All he's went through emotionally, like, Bucky is one of the more interesting characters that I don't think gets talked about enough. I mean, he's been through so much. Do you even remember them? I remember all of them. Like, he remembers every person he had to kill for Hydra, and that sucks. And now he's just trying to do things right and be a hero. Whiplash, underrated, I guess. Where's my bud? Give me my bud. Where's my bud? I feel like that was just Mickey Rourke who brought a bird on set. Like, I feel like that wasn't a part of the script. All right. We'll take this sucker to a little over 45, and then we'll see what how we do. Get chills when the music plays when we're introduced to Spider-Man and he swings it about. Dude, the music there was amazing. I'm exactly with you, Jacob. That music was amazing. It's like dun dun dun, and like it shows him over the water, and then that big jump into the city. The music was superb there. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, something like that. That's what it goes. I want Thanos to open a portal and have Justin Hammer come tap dancing. I love that scene in Iron Man 2. I love Iron Man 2. Fuck you. I love Iron Man 2. Not like you personally. I'm just saying, like, fuck people who don't like Iron Man 2. I love Iron Man 2 for many different reasons. Most underrated Marvel movie, Thor. Thor or the first Cap. Thor or Captain America, the first Avenger. I think they're the two most underrated. Like, seriously. Thor was such a Shakespearean kind of movie. What's up, Julian? Very, very Shakespearean kind of film, and Cap was such a period piece and so good and characterized Cap immediately. We already know who he was. When he showed up in Avengers, it was like, yes, Captain America, America. If Iron Man dies, Spider-Man versus the Mandarin, ooh, like the real Mandarin, I'd be down. Iron Spider. But I don't think he's Iron Man Jr. All these bullshit people saying, he's just Iron Man Jr. now. No, he's not. You notice no AI in this movie? That's the part I didn't like about Spider-Man Homecoming. I'll be honest about it. Even though I gave it a 10 out of 10 because it was my favorite Spider-Man movie, and it was so true to the character, I did not like the AI because it made him a little Iron Man-y. But they took it away. The Russo brothers took that off. It's like, perfect. I like it. And he was just a suit. And the suit was necessary for him to survive up in space. Yeah, you selling tickets to something, Doctor Strange? Thor: The Dark World is not underrated. That deserves to be at the bottom. But it's still an okay movie. It's just, Cap or Iron Man? Well, again, I mean, I hate to just keep showing you my big guns, but, Captain America. God, this bruise is ginormous. I didn't realize how big that bruise was. But yeah, Captain America right there. I'll show the guns. God, I'm weird. The director of the first Thor did The Void, The Asgardian Refugee Distress. Kenneth Branagh did that? Holy shit. That's amazing, Snackers. Thank you for bringing that to my attention because that is amazing. And I love Kenneth Branagh. He is awesome. And that's awesome. Thanks, Julian. I'm going to look that up just to fact check you. I believe you because it does sound like him. But I would like to know. Okay, what did I miss? Captain America is overrated. He's like Master Chief's down autistic brother. Hey, nope. Nah, well, everything's subjective, but I disagree. Does Tom Hardy do the voice of Venom as well? I believe that's what I've heard, is that he does the deep voice, like the Eddie. It doesn't show him on air as being in Infinity War on IMDb, but that could just because he might not be credited. But it does sound like him definitely when I hear it. I definitely hear it. I thought when we see Spider-Man standing on the ship, he looked too much like Iron Man, which I was worried about. But when the movie plays out, he's not Iron Man. It's Spidey. The suit is just kind of like he couldn't fight Thanos without that suit. He couldn't fight him in tights. Loki truly dead or not? No, Loki's dead. You cannot bring Loki back again. Loki's dead. Henry Cavill does jujitsu. Would you give him a match? Hell no. Have you seen how big Henry Cavill is? Hell no. Where's Alex? Probably at home or with his girlfriend. I have no idea. I was just making this video to talk about the little contest update. And then it kind of turned into a Q&A, but whatever. The first hour of Captain America: First Avenger is so good. Absolutely. Especially with Skinny Steve. I love all the stuff with Skinny Steve. I can do this all day. Buck. They're men laying down their lives. I have no right to do any less than them. I love Captain America. Would you rather have Iron Man's new suit or Black Panther's suit? Well, here's the thing. Iron Man's suit, but if I could have Black Panther's powers, I would take Black Panther's suit. But if I just had Black Panther's suit, if I didn't have the powers. Oh, yeah, Vin Diesel with the I Am Groot. Absolutely. Hey, nice work if you can get it, right? I'd do that job and just say I Am Groot. Brock Lesnar or John Jones. Like in a fight, I'd still take John Jones. Heck, let them both juice up as big as they can get. John Jones is amazing, even though he's a shithead sometimes. Marvel character you want adapted from comics into MCU that hasn't been already. I mean, Fantastic Four. I want to see them in there. I would love to see the X-Men done the right way. And I mean, I think the X-Men have been done very well, but done the right way to fit in with the other characters. Ghost Rider back in the big screen or Blade. It's not Alex, it's Donkey Kong. Favorite Batman movie. Okay, here's the thing. My favorite Batman of all time is Ben Affleck. So I would say the parts where he's Batman and Batman v Superman. But if we're just counting before that, probably Batman Begins. Because here's the thing. The Dark Knight is a better movie than Batman Begins, but I don't think The Dark Knight's a Batman movie. The Dark Knight's more of a Joker movie. It's more focused on Joker than it is on Batman. We get little Batman in Dark Knight, so I would say Batman Begins. I love Batman Begins. Can Thor plant Stormbreaker like a tree? Ooh. Regrow Groot. That's possible. Big fan. What do you think will be bigger surprises? A good movie, Venom or Solo? I think Solo. Honestly, I think they're both going to be good movies, but I think Solo is actually going to be like a surprise because people are already not looking at it very much. I think it's going to come out and be like, man, that was a good story. It was really cool, fresh breath of fresh air for the Star Wars universe. What time is it in your time zone? 11:19. The Dark Knight Joker to me was the best Joker. All right, I'm about to say something probably controversial, but it's not really controversial. It's whatever. So, I've said it in, I think, the non-spoiler review. I think Thanos is the best comic book movie villain we've ever gotten. I think it trumps Heath Ledger's Joker. And I think that Heath Ledger's Joker, and here's the thing, I think more people like Heath Ledger's, and Heath Ledger did a great performance. He's the best actor in that movie. He did an amazing performance. He earned that Oscar, hands down. But I think people kind of handicap whoever is playing Joker by +5. because I'm just making up numbers now, but because it's Joker, and the Joker's awesome because he's chaotic and everybody loves the Joker. He's a freaking awesome character. That there's really no like on animation where people are like, Joker sucks. Even Jared Leto, a ton of people love Jared Leto's Joker. But like Jack Nicholson, everybody loves Jack Nicholson's Joker. Everybody loves Heath Ledger's Joker. A bunch of people like Leto's Joker. Obviously, everybody loves Mark Hamill's Joker. A ton of people love Cesar Romero's Joker from the original Batman. I think the character sometimes gets looked at and they go, that was an amazing performance. Again, I'm not saying it wasn't an amazing performance, but I think we fall in love with the character more than we do the actual performance because it's hard to play Joker really differently anymore. He's got to be crazy, he's got to be messed up, and he's got to be a psychopath. If you can pull that off and make it be believable, which Heath Ledger did, and he did a fantastic job, and he earned his Oscar, then people are going to love you as Joker because the character's awesome. Thanos, on the other hand, had both, in my opinion. I thought the character itself had amazing motivation. You bought into him. He was humanized at times where you actually felt sorry for Thanos and maybe even rooted for him a bit. And Josh Brolin's performance was fantastic. Amazing, and the CGI was almost not even noticeable. It looked real. And those are my reasons. But again, it's all subjective. If you like Heath Ledger's Joker more than Thanos, good. It's all subjective. Whoa, I missed a bunch here. Favorite Star Wars movie? Return of the Jedi. Imagine Kraven the Hunter showing up in Wakanda. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. We talked about Kraven earlier, but yeah, in Wakanda. Ooh, that's the thing with these Spider-Man villains. Put them in different movies. Put a Spider-Man villain in, like, put Doc Ock in an Iron Man movie. God damn it, wouldn't that be cool? Change it up. Make it like the comics, where they can cross over villains and heroes. What if hypothetically Disney bought the DC heroes or DC comics? I'd kind of be just kind of giggling for a good couple days, just like, oh my God, they own everything. I don't think they'd allow them to do that. But here's the other part. Say 10 years from now, Kevin Feige decides, you know what? I'm going to hand this Marvel ship off to someone I trust. It's going to keep going. And I'm going to jump over to DC and fix that. Wouldn't that be the biggest, like, success story ever? Like, Kevin Feige would be a god. Like, if he could do what he did with Marvel and then go over and do it with DC, that'd be pretty cool. Thanos was rounded out in the movie. His character development was amazing. Showed emotion. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. What did you think of Last Jedi? I love Last Jedi. It's one of my favorite Star Wars movies. It's really, really good. The Canto Bight stuff sucks a lot of ass, but I don't care. There's some of the best Star Wars moments in this movie. I don't care if we didn't figure out who Snoke was. I don't care if Rey's parents are nobodies. Who gives a crap? It's the best performance Mark Hamill's ever given as Luke Skywalker, and I think this is some of the best Star Wars moments in that movie. Did it like crazy knock my socks off? Did it become my top 3? No, but it's an enjoyable Star Wars movie. Boom, I have 18 people in this bitch. Let's go. Looking forward to Captain Marvel. Bear shit in the woods? Absolutely, I'm looking forward to Captain Marvel. Booyah. Captain Marvel's going to be amazing. Dude, Captain Marvel's going to make so much money. Like, that movie's going to make bank, buku bucks, because everybody who saw Avengers, which is everybody, and it's going to keep making, it's going to hit $1 billion probably after today, which is insane, the fastest film to $1 billion. Everybody who saw Avengers is going to go see Captain Marvel because of that after credit scene. That was marketing genius. Would you expect a Black Widow movie within the next year? Like, to start production or an announcement? Maybe an announcement, but not production, I don't think. Are they still doing X-Men Phoenix Saga? Well, they're doing Dark Phoenix. They're still doing Dark Phoenix, even though, didn't they push it? I think they pushed it back, which sucks because I was really looking forward to that this year. And I think the Dark Phoenix movie is going to be the last X-Men movie with Fox, and then they're going to start the shift over to the MCU, which it times out perfectly because they can't do any of this X-Men Fantastic Four stuff till after all this Infinity War stuff passes. Which original Avengers do you think will last the longest in the movies? Maybe Hulk or Thor,
because I think Cap and Tony's arcs have been so well planned. And the thing is, Thor's has too. Thor's almost went full circle with his arc. Thor was probably my favorite. Thor and Infinity War was probably my favorite Thor ever in the MCU, but probably Thor or Hulk, just because I think Cap and Iron Man kind of, they're going to round out this whole 10-year arc and really give us some amazing sacrificial death or something. Lay down their sword. Thoughts on Ant-Man villain? Ghost looks cool. Don't really know much about the comic origins. Didn't read a lot of Ant-Man when I was growing up, but I think she looks dope. I know it was a guy in the comics and they changed it to a girl, and I don't care because it looks dope still. Wouldn't mind knowing more Snoke's background. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind knowing about it, but I'm not complaining about it. Like, everybody's going, well, we didn't find out who he was. Again, we didn't find out who the Emperor was either back in the day. It took 20 years for the prequels to come out, and then we figured it out. And obviously there was books and stuff. But he's a very, very powerful bad guy that got overconfident, just like the Emperor. That's how he died. Did you see rumors of Avengers versus X-Men in 2021? I don't know how I would feel about that. I don't think Marvel would do that. I don't think MCU would do that. I think they know their formula the best. You got to set it up so that we're emotionally involved. We were emotionally involved in Infinity War because of the 10-year buildup. If you just immediately go Avengers versus X-Men, it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why should we care about any of these X-Men? Build it up. Take your time. I don't care. I can wait. I'm young. I'm 20. You can make movies for the rest of my life and have a giant box set of 100 movies. Take your time with it. Make it good. Luke Skywalker or Harry Potter? Luke Skywalker. I'm gonna go Luke Skywalker. All he had to do would be to force his wand and take his wand, and then he's done. God, analogies. At least we can all agree that Rose and Holdo are the worst characters. Even people who love the movie didn't like those characters. I liked Holdo actually, and I think the scene where she blasts into the First Order was fantastic. Now, do I agree that she should have hid the plan from Poe? No, that was pretty stupid. But yeah, that scene's amazing though. What do you think the Avengers 4 title will be? You think it's gonna be Avengers Endgame? That's what I've heard. I don't know. A lot of people are saying Avengers Endgame. I'd be okay with that. It's a little cheesy, but whatever. Avengers Resurrection. No, I don't want Avengers Resurrection just because I feel like that's all. Just with the title, you were taking the stakes away from the movie we just watched because you're like, oh, they're all coming back. People were talking about how Groot could lift Stormbreaker, but it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't a hammer yet. It wasn't an actual hammer until he cut it at the arm and it became a hammer. Did you like Ready Player One? Ready Player One was amazing. I'm not sure why we didn't do a review for it. I think we just forgot about it, and then it went by too long, and it's like there's no point in doing a review now. But yeah, I love Ready Player One. Avengers 4, Avengers Assemble. I would love that if it was Avengers Assemble, but I'm pretty sure in Europe that's what the first Avengers is called. It's called Avengers Assemble. Avengers Disassembled. That'd be pretty dope. That's a good comic too. Hercules, yes, Phase 4 and 5. Hercules, do the Olympians. That's when you're going crazy. Like, I mean, I know we have a talking tree and raccoon and a god of thunder and Captain Marvel and a big purple dude with like an infinity gauntlet. We've definitely trained the general movie going audience to fall in love with not stupid but goofy characters. You start getting into the Olympians, it's like, whoa, yep, we're just going full on now, just head first into this nerd world. How do you think Cap is going to die in Avengers 4? Oh, I hope he doesn't, but again, I just said, I don't care how he dies. If he dies, it just better be heroic and better be something that I'm going to cry and be remembered forever. You think that Admiral Akbar should have took Holdo's place due to seniority? I don't know. The Akbar thing, a lot of people were mad about Akbar and like, oh my god, he just got a name mention. He died so quickly. I feel like if you're complaining about Admiral Akbar not getting enough screen service and not a good enough death, I think you are one of the people who, maybe I'm wrong, but I think you're one of the people who are looking for things to be mad at, because to me, he has a lot of cool moments in Return of the Jedi, my favorite Star Wars film. I give two shits about Admiral Akbar, honestly, though, because I'm not a big book reader of the Star Wars universe. I've read a couple, and they're good. But it's like in the movies, it's like Boba Fett. I really don't give a shit about Boba Fett. That's why I don't want a Boba Fett movie. Everybody's like, oh, he's such a badass and all this. I'm like, he does nothing in the original trilogy. Nothing. He is the biggest badass for doing nothing. Jango Fett did more in the prequels Like that fight between Jango Fett and Obi-Wan on don't tell me. This is gonna really bother me if I don't remember this planet. Damn it. The planet where the clones are created. It's gonna really bother me that I'm not gonna remember this planet. That was more amazing than anything Boba Fett did, so yeah. When the actors' contracts end, do you think they will still be able to play small roles in movies? Maybe, but I don't know. It depends. Obviously, if they die, I don't want them to just pop back up like, oh, hey, actually, I'm alive. But I'd be down for like Tony if he didn't die to show up every now and then, but not be Iron Man. I think Steve actually has the better chance of dying. Actually, I do. Is Drax becoming a joke to you? No, I think honestly, I think he's evolving like Thor is almost in a very similar way, and they both lost so much. I think Drax likes to deal with his loss with humor, and that there's a very important scene. God, my nose is so itchy. There's a very important scene in Guardians 2 when Mantis touches him, even though he's very funny and he's being funny, but when she touches him and she starts crying immediately, I get so many chills because it's like, oh, this dude's holding a lot under. And he brings it out a little bit this. When he sees Thanos, he's like, Thanos! Oh! He's going to be Drax the Destroyer. But, you know, he's just kind of jumping in head first. But no, I don't think he's becoming a joke. I think he's just evolving and kind of hiding his sorrow behind humor like Thor does. Yeah, I did predict the Thanos will return line at the end. Do you think many Marvel movies are going to become uncanon because of Avengers 4? They can go back in time. See, a lot of people keep saying, including me, because I was just basing it off of going back in time, but now I'm hearing that it's not going to. They're not going back in time, but they're using the retro framing technology that Tony used in Civil War to look back at those memories of Battle in New York and World War II and stuff like that, like Cap's memories. Akbar is a meme, fight me, bro. No, man, he kind of is. He doesn't do much. He's awesome, like in the lines that he says, like, you know, it's a trap. And he leads the fight on the second Death Star. I mean, it's dope, but it's like, dude, I mean, he's not like if he would have had an amazing heroic death, it's not like I would have been like, oh my god, they did it. They made Akbar amazing. Like, I wouldn't have cared. His shield, I feel like he'll get it back somehow, will be shattered if it does and then dies. Oh, like the comic where Thanos punches it and it gets shattered. That'd be pretty dope. Thing is, it's like he didn't get that shield in this entire movie. If he gets it back in the next movie and then immediately gets punched and broken, I'm gonna be pissed. React to Supervillain Bowl Tune Sandwich. I've seen that already. It's really cool. It came out a while ago. Camino. God damn it. Ugh. Damn it. That's good. I'm not mad that you gave it to me. I wouldn't have remembered it, but damn it, Camino. I should have known that. I guess if you do a Boba Fett movie, like super early Boba Fett, maybe. But I feel like if you just keep doing these same characters, it makes the universe smaller. When the universe is so much bigger. Like Rogue One made it bigger by adding characters and adding story. If you just focus on these characters that we already know and just make whole movies about them, it just makes the universe smaller. Can we just take a moment to appreciate Infinity War? Dude, like, seriously, it's an amazing feat that it's even a real movie and it works and it's really good. Is there going to be a movie about Secret Wars? I don't know, man. Well, that's the other thing. Captain Marvel's introducing the Skrulls. That could change everything. I mean, it's going to be crazy. Secret Wars, yeah, that would be crazy too. Like, get the Beyonder involved there, pull them all, pull all the heroes and put them on a planet. That's how we get the X-Men involved. They pull the X-Men from some other planet. From a different universe. Do you think Ebony Maw's death was anticlimactic? Yes and no. He died early, but the stuff he was in was amazing because Ebony Maw was so scary and so creepy. I loved Ebony Maw. Hear me and rejoice. You have been chosen to be saved by the great Titan. Like, ooh, scary. Howard the Duck didn't have a solo movie but joined the Guardians. You know what? If he was just like in and out of a Guardians movie, I'd be okay. But if they gave him a goddamn solo movie, they wouldn't do it. But if they did, I'd be so pissed. Ugh. Please answer my question that came in my mind during work. Wait, did I miss your question to sub Tenzin? I don't think I did. What was your question? Am I missing something here? Oh, it's down lower. My bad. Do you think Thor is the most powerful Avenger right now? Yes. Would you like a team up with the Marvel villains? Ultron, Thanos, Red Skull. Ooh, I'll be down. Here's the other thing. Ultron could come back. You notice there was a very important line now. Vision's dead now, but a very important line where Bruce is like, "You're made of a complex construct. The Stone, Ultron, Jarvis, me, Tony." So Ultron's in there somewhere still, but everything else is kind of canceling it out right now. Clone Wars did cover Boba's childhood a little bit. Greetings from Ecuador. Oh, hello there. Who is your favorite romance? Mantis and Drax. I don't know if they're romance. Like, God, I love it in the Guardians too. It's like, you remind me of my wife. Disgusting. Wasp and Ant-Man, Black Widow and Banner. You know what? I'm gonna go Cap and Peggy, and then probably second Pepper Tony, and then probably below that, Gamora Star-Lord maybe. I don't know. Were you surprised that Brie Larson got cast for Captain Marvel? Yes and no. I wasn't surprised that that's who they went for, but I was surprised that's who they got. Like she just won an Oscar. It's pretty crazy. Thought Ebony Maw was kind of foolish but cool. I love Ebony Maw, man. I think honestly Ebony Maw joined like the top 5 Marvel villains, like just in the short while he was in there, like probably number 5. But I think he beats out half the Marvel villains easily in the little bit he's in there, just how creepy he is, and that it's like a prophet, like, hear me and rejoice. I might want to get a t-shirt that says that, just hear me and rejoice. That's all, like, it's so scary. Tom Holland has more ass than Brie Larson. What if Ultron comes back with Tony and defeats Thanos? Ooh. Banner and Widow seem forced. See, I was one of the people who said that, but the more I go back and watch the first Avengers, it's less forced than you think. There are so many shots specifically meant for those two together to build a relationship off of. Wow, lost my place. The big guy from the Black Order. Yeah, Call Obsidian. Yeah, we figured it out. We were trying to remember it. It's been a while since I've read Infinity, like the Infinity comic, not Infinity Gauntlet, but the newer Infinity comic. I've read them both, but the one with the Black Order in it, he was called Black Dwarf in that one. I ain't feeling Banner and Natasha. Banner looks 40 while Natasha looks 20. Okay, the age thing maybe, but seriously, go back watch the first Avengers. There's so many scenes where like remember where Loki is trapped in the helicarrier with the glass case, and he's talking to Nick Fury, and it's like, it's an impressive cage, not built, I think, for me. And Nick Fury says, built for something a lot stronger than you. And then he looks at the camera, oh, I've heard. And it doesn't show Bruce first, it shows Natasha, and then she looks up at Bruce, and then obviously he hulks out in front of her and freaks her out, but then she's the one that says, we could use, a little, what is it? We could use a little worse right now. How would you have done the DCEU? Well, I wouldn't have changed how it started, because I think Man of Steel is amazing. I love that movie so much. It's in my top 10 comic book movies of all time. I actually really enjoyed Batman vs. Superman as well. I think the only change I would have made were to be replace Suicide Squad with either a Flash, Aquaman, or Cyborg movie. Actually, keep Cyborg's intro in Justice League. I think it actually works. I think it's one of the few introductions in Justice League that is actually really good. So make Suicide Squad either a Flash or an Aquaman movie, and then just keep everything else the same. And then just let your directors direct and writers write, and don't worry about run times. Sub-10 Zen, you say, sad to tell you, Gamora's not dead. Russo Brothers said she is stuck in the Soul Stone. That's why Untouchable see Thanos seeing her. See, I would love for you to send the Russo Brothers saying that, because I do not feel like they would be allowed to say something like that, or if they would even want to say something like that, since they weren't even saying like the little stuff in this movie. Where do you think Valkyrie and Korg are? Yeah, I talked about that earlier. Remember, Thor in the movie says he slaughtered half my people. And then in the beginning, the ship is actually broken in half. So I think half of them got away. So Korg, Valkyrie, Meek, and half of the Asgardians who didn't die got away on escape pods or that other half of the ship. Natasha is the She-Hulk. Ooh, I mean, change up the origin, but who cares? Where's your friend? At work? No, he's probably sleeping or with his girlfriend or something. I don't know. Favorite Harry Potter movie? Yours is Half-Blood Prince. Probably Deathly Hallows Part 2, just because the epicness of it all coming together. I really like the culmination movies. We need to R-rated The Mask movie. I love The Mask. Valkyrie or Natasha? Ooh, Natasha. I'm going Natasha. I love Valkyrie, but I need more of her first before I say. Imagine Venom R-rated. It could be. We haven't heard a rating yet. I'd like it to be. What MCU movie is the most R-rated? I talked about it earlier. I think either Thor, the first Thor movie, or the first Cap movie. They're both so underrated in my opinion. Yeah, The Mask was violent in the comics. What are you looking forward to in Ant-Man and the Wasp? Learning more about the quantum realm, seeing the original Wasp, seeing Bill Foster, Goliath, seeing what his relationship with Hank Pym was. How did Iron Man 3 go to 1.2 billion at the box office? Hey, because it was the movie that followed the Avengers, and everybody wanted to see it next. And Iron Man is probably now I would say he's the second most popular Avenger. I would actually Cap is the most popular Avenger right now among the fans. Like, just look at Captain America Civil War and how big that got. And Winter Soldier, and just him as a character. I think people have really grown to accept him as the leader of the Avengers. But yeah, Ezra Miller or Grant Gustin as the Flash. Both. Why not both? Actually, I think Ezra Miller's Flash is more in tune to the comics than Grant Gustin's is. What if the Hulk does a callback and he says, "Bring me Thanos"? Oh, I'll freak. I think Marvel Studios make a Gambit movie. Honestly, I've kind of given up hope on that. To be honest, MCU is fantastic, but they need to have better soundtrack like Man of Steel. I think you mean score, but see, man, I disagree. I think the MCU scores are amazing, but you just got to be listening. Like, Infinity War score is fantastic. The Avengers score, fantastic. The Captain America First Avenger score, fantastic. I'm not saying they're all great. The Guardians of the Galaxy score, not the soundtrack, the score for Guardians of the Galaxy and Volume 2, the theme that the Guardians have is fantastic. It's one of my best themes in any movie. Coming at a great score. The ones that don't are kind of the ones that are movies, like Iron Man 2, even though I really like Iron Man 2, Thor: The Dark World, Iron Man 3 is okay. I think Age of Ultron has a really good score too with Danny Elfman. It's just, I don't know. I just don't think it, obviously it's hard to compete with the Zim, Hans Zimmer, but yeah, I love him. Does Thanos now protect Earth from Dormammu? I think Dormammu's just kind of like scared of Doctor Strange now. What did you think of Star Wars Rebels? What do you think of the new Star Wars anime? I haven't looked at anything with that new anime, but I did really enjoy Rebels. If Star Wars was part of the multiverse in the MCU, I'd geek out, but at the same time, it is supposed to be a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, so they kind of retcon that whole thing. Have you watched the TV show Arrow? I like the first 3 seasons, and then it's a soap opera. I've stopped watching. I don't like it. It's a soap opera at this point. Who would win, Mantis or Miss Peggy? Are you saying like Peggy Carter? Peggy Carter. Peggy Carter's badass. Watch Agent Carter. It's amazing. First Guardians of the Galaxy score is so good. Black Tears is epic. Yes. Black Tears is so good. It's literally on my workout playlist. That whole end scene gives me the music and the visuals when Peter is holding the Power Stone, and he looks over, and Gamora's like, "Take my hand," and he sees his mom, and his arm goes up as regular Peter, like this, and then it fades, and then it's like, with, all the Power Stone stuff. It gives me goosebumps. Favorite part of Infinity War? There's so many good parts. Thor with Guardians with Doctor Strange and Tony and Spider-Man. Cap and Black Panther working together, running together. Thor showing up at Wakanda. There's just so many good parts. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. You should stream God of War. I think it's a PlayStation 4 game only, and we don't have a PS4. But hey, we could get a PS4 and stream God of War and the new Spider-Man game if you head over to patreon.com/iconiccomic and support us. Shameless plug. Favorite Marvel movie? Probably Infinity War, honestly. Did you hear that Red Skull was recast for Infinity War? Yeah, it was Ross Marquand. He played, I can't remember his name, Aaron, I think, in Walking Dead. He does a lot of voice work for, like, impressions. Geekgasm if Star Wars and MCU combined. Yeah, I'd probably geek out a little bit. Do you like Tom Holland as Spider-Man? Tom Holland is my Spider-Man. Like, seriously, he is the perfect Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire was the perfect Peter Parker, not the perfect Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield was the perfect Spider-Man. Horrible Peter Parker. He was too cool. He was getting girls. It's like, what? No, he's supposed to be a nerd and bad with women and just a goofball. But Tom Holland has found that perfect amalgamation of both. Thoughts on Hawkeye and his journey during Infinity War? Well, I think he's going to show up in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think so. And I think his family's probably dusted, and that's why he's getting back in it. Most emotional moment in the DCU for me so far. Most emotional. Emotional. I don't know. I feel like something in Wonder Woman probably got me a little bit. Just, there's a lot of epicness in Wonder Woman. Yeah, I don't know a specific scene. Actually, when Steve Trevor blows up in the plane and she busts out, that was pretty emotional. How do you think Thor will die? I don't know if he will. It's kind of hard to kill Thor. He's taken a lot. It'll kill you. Only if I die. Yes, that's what killing you means. So I don't know. If he can kill Thor, then we're all fucked. Because then we're really screwed. Are you ironic comic if you've never read comics? I guess so. I'm totally live streaming Spider-Man PS4. Dude, it looks really good, but like I said, we don't have a PS4. Head over to patreon.com. Tobey Maguire will always be my Spider-Man home slice. I mean, I love Spider-Man 1 and 2. I love those movies. But here's the thing. Spider-Man is, in a way that Batman, the same way Batman is, the real person is not Peter Parker. The real person is not Bruce Wayne. Their real self comes out when the mask goes on. That's who they really are. And in my opinion, when when Spider-Man is Peter Parker, he's supposed to be nerdy, goofy, a goofball like Tobey Maguire. But when he puts on the mask, that's when he's a badass and he's quipping and he's making fun of the villains while he's fighting them and being, funny and a jokester. That's when his confidence comes out. Just like Batman, when the mask goes on, he gets pissed off, and that's who he really is. But Toby, for me, whenever the mask went on, I still just heard that goofy Peter Parker. Right? Guess you haven't heard. I'm the sheriff around these parts. I mean, it's funny because it's goofy, but I mean, it's not as dope as when Tom Holland's like, grabbing Call Obsidian's hammer, like, hey man, like, Mr. Stark, what's this guy's problem? Like, that's why I like him. Punisher with the gauntlet. We're all fucked. The song that plays the first time as we see Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, Rubber Band Man. I can only see Banner picking up the phone. Steve face to Tony. I'm trying to understand what you're trying to see. But I love that transition. Dude, when you hear that down, 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 and then space, dude, I get goosebumps every time. What's the one scene that makes you emotional in the MCU? There's a lot of scenes that make me emotional in the MCU. It depends on what do you mean by emotional. Like sad. Well, definitely Infinity War has a ton that makes me sad. Like just goosebumps, like that kind of emotional. The team shot in the first Avengers movie, the scene in Guardians of the Galaxy at the end where they're all combining and becoming a team. A lot of stuff in Black Panther. So like, dude, what gets me a little bit emotional, not like crying, but like, oh my God, is when just to see the love between T'Challa and Shuri, because they've created such a bond and such a relationship that we've already bought in these movies. But when Killmonger is walking to kill Shuri and he sees like a whole Shuri getting walked down by Killmonger, and he's just like, Shuri, and he busts out. Dude, I get goosebumps every time. My favorite scene in Infinity War was Drax eating shit. Oh, that was funny. How long have you been standing there? An hour. Hi, Drax. Damn it. Cried so much when Wolverine died. Dude, Logan was rough, man. He's eating a Zargnut. Peter Parker did not dust away as fast because Spidey sense and healing ability. Yes. He was able to know that he was dying before the others did, which is so much more heartbreaking. Do you think Gal Gadot doesn't get the credit she deserves for acting Wonder Woman? I think she does a great job. Now, all these bullshit people who are like, she deserves an Oscar nom, fuck off. I'm sorry. In the same way that I would never say that I don't think, you know, Benedict Cumberbatch deserves an Oscar nom for Doctor Strange. Like, it was a good performance and a pretty way better than I thought she'd ever be as Wonder Woman. She's amazing as Wonder Woman. Doesn't deserve an Oscar. No, and the movie certainly doesn't either. That was the other thing when they were like, the movie deserves it. Did we all just, and again, I love Wonder Woman. It's my second favorite film in the DC universe, Man of Steel, then Wonder Woman. Are we just going to ignore the entire third act where the villain's a giant goofy dude with a mustache throwing CGI bolts at her while she's saying, like, basically, like, I'm paraphrasing, you know, only love can save the world. Well, then I will destroy you. Like, it's a little goofy. Come on. But I love the movie. So, I mean, but no, there's no reason she should have been given an Oscar nom or anything like that. Well, I missed a lot. You guys have a lot of questions. Holy crap. Benedict Cumberbatch is replaceable for the role of Doctor Strange. I hope not. He's amazing. I loved him in the Doctor Strange movie, and this movie made me love him even more. Certainly not. I speak for myself. Cha cha. You were trespassing. What do you say? You were trespassing in this city and on this planet. Means get lost. Squidward. Pretty sure everyone thought Banner was going to bust out. Oh yeah, it was very misdirected by the trailers. Who would you cast in a Marvel Fantastic Four movie? John Krasinski as Reed Richards. Look that up. Fan art. John Krasinski as Reed Richards. I don't know about the others though. What's your least favorite DCEU movie? Suicide Squad. Yeah, and I like it, but it's their attempt at Guardians. Even with the soundtrack, it's very blatant that it's their attempt at Guardians of the Galaxy. What if Tony brings back Ultron and Ultron uses the gauntlet? That'd be pretty nutso. Just like in the Avengers cartoon that's on Disney XD, he did that. Cap 2 with Stephen Pegg every time, dude. That scene's emotional as heck. You're alive. It's been so long. Which made you cry more, Spidey or Vision reassuring Wanda? Spidey. But the Vision scene's rough too. It's dude, when she destroys Vision, I knew as a comic fan, I'm like, it ain't over yet. But still, the fact that when he just is so calm about it, like, it's okay, my child. Now is no time to mourn. Now is no time at all, and starts reversing it. I'm like, the amount of hopelessness right now is unimaginable. What happened to W'Kabi after Black Panther? I think either one of two things. I think he's in jail for treason, or they put him to death for treason. One of the two. It would suck because I like W'Kabi, but yeah, I mean, he did. It was treason because once T'Challa came back, T'Challa's still king because it was rich combat. He did not yield and he did not die. W'Kabi should have then went after Killmonger, but he didn't, and he decided to do treason, and there you go. Tom Holland for an Oscar. Man, see, that's the thing. Amazing performance. Absolutely amazing, especially with that death scene. Amazing. You have to have a movie's worth of acting to be, in my opinion, unless it's a supporting actor role, to be considered for an Oscar. Like, Tom Hanks isn't going to do 10 minutes of screen time in a movie and get nominated for an Oscar. Maybe that's a bad example. Tom Hanks could probably do that. Man, tons of people. Any new people in here who didn't hear my stuff earlier about the contest, perhaps? Waiting on you guys to comment now. I just hate these like moments where there's like nobody commenting and I have to sit here and talk to myself. Ooh. So are you just watching me right now? Because nobody is commenting anything. I've been going for 84 minutes. This is pretty insane. Didn't I say like 45? We'd stop this, and that was like half the time ago. Well, you guys just kept asking questions, and I am in no rush not to answer.
Is everybody just stopped commenting and everybody's just watching me scroll on my computer? Because I need something to respond to, or we might just end this thing, I guess. Either one. Again, real fast, I'll ask guys just to get a little. You don't have to answer it again, but get a little poll here. How many of you guys are going to enter the contest? So send in a video and try to win the giveaway. Going once, going twice. Sold. Man, been like 4 minutes since somebody's made a comment, and we have 12 people watching, and you guys are just staring at me. Unless the comments are just not showing up, which that would suck. I hope they're just not showing up. Whoa, this quality is dog shit. Hold on. I'm going to put this right here. All right, I just pulled up the comments. Apparently, you guys have been commenting a lot, and the Wi-Fi has just been dog shit. So I'm sorry about that. So I'm trying to find the comments now. I'm seeing them. Don't worry. I'm sorry that the quality's so dog shit. This Wi-Fi is horrible. All right. So, yeah, those comments on my phone are not working. Now I'm just trying to find where we left off here, because there's a ton of comments that I missed. Holy crap. Sorry, guys. Okay. What'd you think about Kirk's death in Star Trek Into Darkness? Well, off topic, but sure. I thought it was cool. It was basically Wrath of Khan, but switched a little cheesy, but whatever. Taron Egerton as Johnny Storm. I'll be all in for that. Least favorite MCU movie, Thor: The Dark World. What were you thinking when you saw that Thanos himself could break vibranium? I assume you mean the vibranium gauntlets that Cap had. Then I mean, we've seen him in the comic break Cap's shield, so makes a lot of sense. If Korg died, we riot. I don't think he's dead. If Scarlet Witch can destroy an Infinity Stone, what is her power limit? Dude, she is very powerful. Very, 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 very powerful. Are you hyped for Godzilla 2? I'm more hyped for Kong versus Godzilla whenever that comes out. Who's your fan cast for Green Lantern? Good actor. Not Ryan Reynolds. Do you like porgs? Yes, I like porgs. Do you think Marvel Studios will make a Deadpool movie? Yes. If it's going to make them money, they will do whatever. Hollywood is a business first. And it will make them money if they do it. Have you seen Black Panther clip of Wakabi and Okoye arguing? No. If it's a deleted scene, I don't think so. 10 minutes in a movie, only winner Best Actor, Anthony Hopkins for Silence of the Lamb. Did he? I didn't know that. Well, makes sense. He's really good in that movie. I didn't know he won an Oscar, though. Yeah, it devolved into a Q&A. Would you be scared if Deadpool was in the MCU, but they wouldn't let him curse? They would, but in his movie. But they might not let him in, like, the Avengers movies, which is fine. Deadpool doesn't need to curse. He doesn't. Have you watched Deadpool and the Spider-Man or Ultimate Spider-Man TV show? It's hilarious. And he doesn't curse. So it works. Who would you cast Chris Pine as if he joined the MCU? Something with Guardians. I don't know what. Adam Warlock? There you go. Do you ship Cap and Black Widow? No, I think they're more brother-sister relationship, honestly. I do. Especially after Winter Soldier. Have you gotten any entries yet? We got one from Shane for the contest. Shane Riggs. So definitely send those in, guys. The faster you get them in, the faster we get to look at them, better chance you got to win. Do I ship Raylo, like Kylo Ren and Rey? Sure. What did you think when Tony almost died? I thought he was dead. I about shit my pants. I was like, oh, the first time. It still kind of gets me every time because I don't like seeing Tony like that, like dying. It's really rough to watch. I don't like it. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the phone up here. Stan Lee solo movie. Dude, do a Stan Lee biopic though. Bryan Cranston as Stan Lee. Look up that poster, that family poster. I want that movie. Yeah, when the Tony getting stabbed scene happens, it's rough. What do you think about the Dark Knight trilogy? I don't like Dark Knight Rises almost at all. Bane's okay, he's kind of cool. But Dark Knight's my favorite, then Batman Begins, then Dark Knight Rises, and I think Batman Begins is actually fairly underrated. Tom Holland is teenage Stan Lee. How old is Stan Lee? I think he's 94. I'm gonna look that up real fast. Typing on a keyboard. 95. Holy shit. Stan Lee's old. Hold this like just so it's not uncomfortable. Whoa. Shit. Your thoughts on the Amazing Spider-Man movies? Loved one, hate two. What do you think when people say Jim Carrey can play a good Joker? Nope, I liked him as Riddler. I did. I think he played a good Riddler. She-Hulk and court battle with Daredevil. I'd be down. Make her part of the Netflix universe. Do it. Do it. How do you enter the contest? So enter the contest by 1, liking us on Facebook, and then 2, you send us a video to either iconiccomic@gmail.com, which is probably in the description box, or it's on our page, or send it to us through Facebook Messenger. A video doesn't have to be long. It's whatever length you want. Doesn't matter on why you think you should win the contest, why you were a Iconic Comic fan, why you were subscribed to us, why you are the biggest Iconic Comic fan. And those are the only 2 things, and we're going to pick 3 winners. 3 winners. We're going to pick 3 winners. 3rd place gets an Iconic Comic t-shirt. 2nd place gets Iconic Comic t-shirt plus a Blu-ray copy of Avengers Age of Ultron, and the 1st place winner gets t-shirt, Blu-ray copy of the first Avengers, and a $25 AMC gift card to go see Infinity War again, I guess. So yeah, that's how you enter. And there's a whole video on it too. It's called 10,000 subscriber giveaway, and where we lay it all out, and it's all in the description box of that video too. And the contest runs through next Friday, so you have till next Friday to send us your videos. But the faster you get them in, the better chance you have. What do you think of the cultural impact by the MCU in today's world? I think it's huge. I think it's made people who aren't into comic books into comic books. I really do. I think comic book movies may have died out a little bit if this shit didn't happen. Pretty sure Stan Lee's about Infinity War was last cameo. See, I heard that he filmed the ones for the all the way through Avengers 4, but I'm not sure about that. What do you think about Cap's entrance? Dude. Oh, amazing. Favorite moment in Man of Steel? When he flies for the first time. Awesome. Awesome. NGT Productions. Yeah, enter. Go enter. What kind of Blu-ray copy is it? A regular Blu-ray or the new Steelbook Marvel release for both Avengers? I don't know. Honestly, I didn't know about that. Now I kind of want to buy it for myself. But we'll look into it. If it's the Steelbook, that might be a cool addition. You know what? I'm going to look into that. We might do the Steelbook one. It'd be pretty cool. We're thinking about getting a P.O. box. I don't know why. I don't know if you guys would ever send us anything, but if you wanted to send it to us, we were thinking about getting a PO box. Just because I don't want my personal address on YouTube, so we would probably have, yeah, get a PO box. If you guys ever wanted to send us anything, if Cap dies in Avengers 4, we need Bucky Cap. Yeah, I mean, I could see it happening. I think it'd be a tough sell though to the mainstream audience. I do, because they've grown up with Cap. I'm talking about the mainstream audience that hasn't read the comics. They've grown up with this Cap, so do a iconic email. Can you rephrase your question, Jacob? Because I'm a little confused. What is Marvel going to do after Avengers 4? Well, that's the question, isn't it? No, I don't know. I hope they bring it back a little bit smaller scale heroes. They don't have to make everything the end of the world. I think Bucky will become White Tiger officially. Or are you talking about White Wolf? White Wolf, yeah. Do you think Disney would avoid a Ghost Rider reboot since it involves the devil and demonic things? If it's going to make them money, Disney's going to do it. They already put him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is ABC, which is a Disney company. I'll send you a bucket of KFC and all the Diary of the Wimpy Kid movies on DVD. I have KFC. We live in Kentucky. It's pretty common. Be warned about P.O. boxes. People send weird stuff. Well, it's better than sending it to my house and giving me my house address. An email so you can send in fan art and letters. Yeah, our email, isn't it? Is it not in our description boxes? I thought it was. Well, that sucks. It's on our channel page. So if you go to our channel page and press the about button, hold on. Make sure I'm not telling you guys some bullshit. My channel. Yeah, about. Yeah, it's in our about page. I'm gonna go ahead and make it a part of our description boxes from here on out, though. That sounds like a good idea. But it's iconic comic mail, all one thing, @gmail.com. Favorite MCU villain other than Thanos? Loki or Killmonger, probably, and then Vulture. Do you think Loki really died? Yes. Oh, I'll get that arm. Yep. Mephisto is a Doctor Strange villain? Yes. So you'll just send the winners the stuff to their addresses? Yes. We'll find a way to contact you guys, and so we can send it to you. Do you think the after credit scene of Captain Marvel will be her getting the message from Nick Fury? Probably something like kind of first Avenger-ish, connecting it to this movie. The only bullshit is Groot dying again. Man, he didn't even get to grow up this time. Now I'm just trying to... Yep, here we go. Sorry guys, I'm gonna do this real fast. I'm just making our email a part of every description box. I can't believe it wasn't a part of our description boxes before. I'm a little disappointed in ourselves. Iconic comic mail @gmail.com. gmail.com. All right, that looks good. Now that'll be in every description box. Saved. Boom. Okay, now I missed a bunch. Rocky can get Bucky's gun now, though. Oh, damn you. Damn you. Would you rather have a movie starring Rocket and Bucky or Rocket and Thor? Rocket and Thor. Dude, oh, sweet rabbit. I love Rocket and Thor. Give us King Groot. Ooh, King Groot. Yeah, sweet rabbit. I love the relationship between Shuri and T'Challa. Yes, it's so good. Favorite line from Thanos? Ooh. I don't know. I hope they remember you. That's a good one. Damn, there's a lot of good lines. Thanos is so good in this movie. He's so good. I hope they remember. He's probably my favorite, though. Do you like Dragon Ball Z? Never really watched it, I'll be honest with you. Pokemon, I was a big Pokemon kid. But Dragon Ball Z, not really. Perfectly Balanced, that's another good line. Never really a big Dragon Ball Z person, but never say never. Favorite quotes from Black Panther? I am Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Chaka. I love that one. Rocket meets Squirrel Girl. Hey, bring Squirrel Girl in. I don't care. I love Squirrel Girl. She beat Thanos. Maybe she's the key. She's the key. It's so weird watching myself read these comments like that. What is your favorite Spider-Man suit? The Homecoming one. With the tights. I don't particularly like the AI about it, but the Homecoming one, I think it's the most comic accurate. Second to that would probably be the Amazing Spider-Man 2, even though that movie's dog shit. The costume's really good. And then Iron Spider's up there somewhere too. They're all good. That's some Inception shit right there. What if Thanos gets 2 gauntlets? Well, then we're all fucked, aren't we? But this does put a smile on my face. Yeah, it's a good one. Destiny arrives, and it's here. Or should I say, I am. God, so undying. You should choose your words more carefully. God, he's so good as a villain. I expected Rocket to tell Thor that he's not a rabbit. I don't think Rocket knows what he is. Because remember, like, stop calling me a raccoon. Like, Rocket doesn't even think he's a raccoon. I just don't think Rocket's just like, what? Like, every time. You know, like, the rabbit is correct, and clearly the smartest among you. Rabbit. What? Did you just call me? Trash Panda. Is that better? It's worse. It's so much worse. Rocket is going to have an existential crisis when he sees a raccoon on Earth. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. That'd be crazy. They have to have a scene like that in the next movie. Boom. Oh my god, we've been talking for a long ass time. It's past midnight? Shit. Damn. Boom. Have you seen Baby Driver? Yes, Baby Driver is fantastic. Do you think Aquaman movie will be the DCU version of Black Panther? Nope. Definitely not the cultural impact. That's for sure. I'm not saying it won't be good. I'm gonna wait to see a trailer before I get super excited about it. But nope. You on night shift? Nope. I'm just sitting here at my place of work after hours because I have no life. What if someone comes into the dojo? Well, I will handle that. Yeah, the doors are locked, I think. I forgot. Whatever. It's pretty late. I don't think anybody's going to be coming in. Why, though? Because I want to talk to you guys. That's why. Random raccoon steals one of Rocket's grenades and blows himself up. Thoughts as Chadwick as T'Challa. Dude, he's amazing. Perfect casting. Stellar casting. And he's 41 years old. Are you kidding me? I hope I look that good when I'm 40. What's up, Julian? He's back. Man, none of you guys have sent in your videos yet? Damn, come on. Get on it, people. I'm kidding. Jason Momoa was wrong for Aquaman. I know someone may disagree. I'm not sure about him yet. I think he's a good choice to make him a badass, but you couldn't have went with the blonde-haired one that looks like, Mermaid Man from SpongeBob. But I don't know. I'm not sold, but I'm not sold. Whatever that means. Favorite Cap quote from the MCU so far? Oh, don't do that to me. There's too many. I can do this all day. The price of freedom is high. It always has been, but it's the price I'm willing to pay. How do we do this as a team? Call it, Captain. All right, listen up. Until we can close that portal, our priority is containment. Stark. Or sorry, no wait, it was Hawkeye first. Yeah, like Barton, I want you on that roof. Call out patterns and strays. Stark, you got the perimeter. Anything gets more than 15 blocks out, you turn it back, you turn it to ash. On it. Better clinch up, Legolas. Just that whole speech with Cap telling him what to do. Thor, you got to find a way to bottleneck that portal. You got the lightning. Light the bastards up. You and me, we stay here on the ground. Keep the fighting here. And Hulk, smash. Oh yeah, before we get started, does anybody want to get out? It's a good one. I'm trying to read comments because this phone thing is still not working comments wise. Kingpin and Spider-Man 2. Ooh, good call. I'd be down for that. Yeah, they said Carrie Fisher won't come back as CGI. Good. I don't want to recast or CGI. I think time will have passed and Princess Leia will have died. That's fine. You think Odin will have a connection? Oh no, we're starting to lose connection. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move it back over here. Just because I seem to have better connection right here. Giveaway. Wait, Kaio, you don't know about the giveaway? Well, let me explain really fast. So if you have not been listening to anything that we've been saying, basically the past hour, or in other videos, we are doing a giveaway to celebrate 10,000 subscribers. The only stipulations of the giveaway is you like us on Facebook and send us a video either to our email or on Facebook Messenger of why you think you should win. Why are you the biggest iconic comic fan? And you will win the giveaway if we choose you. We're going to choose 3 winners. What's up, Ricardo? What happens if you don't have Facebook? We might let it slide. But how do you not have a Facebook, man? Come on. Whoa. Here we go. I was hoping for Falcon to see Tic Tac, but no. How are you going to decide the winner? Is it just coolest or funniest or most caring? Just which one? I think we'll know. We'll know when we see the video. Like, yep, they deserve it. They're one of the bigger iconic comic fans. There we go. Sorry. Whoa. Oh, come on. There we go. Do I smoke weed? No, I haven't. I'm not opposed to it, but I haven't. You're 14 against the law to have Facebook? I didn't know it was against the law to have Facebook when you're 14. Will Chris Evans always be your Captain America? Yep. Absolutely. I've been sitting here for 2 hours and the clock is now 6:17. I'm tired. Then go, man. There's no reason you have to stay. I recently discovered you iconic comic. Where are you guys from? Kentucky. Favorite Spider-Man, Tom Holland. I feel like I've said that like 1,000 times in this one video, but Tom Holland for sure. My legs are killing me. So are my triceps. My triceps are. Do I like chicken? Yeah. My triceps are killing me. The other day, I had to do 166 push-ups in a row for this thing that we're doing at this Taekwondo school. Did you ever visit Dublin, Ireland? If someone paid for it, hell yeah. But I'm poor and a college student, so I don't know about that right now, unless someone's paying for it. San Francisco, I love it. Favorite Iron Man? Well, there's really only one, right? Are you talking about like actor? Robert Downey Jr. Fan cast for Nightwing. Man, I don't know, man. Taron Egerton would be cool. How much can you lift? Depends on the lift. I can't tell if you're in a room, an office, a school, or a gym. I'm at my Taekwondo school that I work at. It's not mine, but I work at a Taekwondo school. I'm an instructor, 3rd degree black belt, testing for my 4th degree black belt this month. That's where I am. Shane, you'll pay? Well, hey, I'll hold you to that, I guess. I'll go. Hey, we will make the trip to Ireland if somebody pays for it. How many times have I seen Infinity War? 7. I've seen it 7 times. Y'all reactions got me hooked. The fanboy reactions, Smash the Deaths are amazing. Man, here's the thing. I'm going to put it all out there on the line right now. Anybody who says that we overreact and are fake reactors can go fuck themselves. They've clearly never hung out with us in public. If you ask any of our friends who know us personally, like, that's how we react to things normally. Like,
before we did the YouTube channel, like when we would watch trailers, we would make noises like that and freak out. That's just who we are. So people can believe what they want to believe, but it's who we are. Do you watch Game of Thrones? I'm like halfway through. I'm trying to catch up. I'm ashamed to say that. Man, I got a lot of Californians. Still amazing how Cap held back Thanos. Yeah, man. Dude, it was a badass scene. You guys are some of my favorite YouTubers freak out during trailers, too. Thanks, man. The puking noise. Look, I don't know what started. I think it was something like, that's nasty. Like, in a good way. Like, oh my God, that was nasty. Whoa. I don't know what happened to the quality right there. What is going on with that? Whoa. Okay, that's better. Jesus, that looked horrible. Sorry about that. The Wi-Fi here blows. All right, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know what started it a couple years ago. I started doing it, and then Alex started picking up on it, and like he started doing it too, and it was just like we were that's nasty. That was gross. Like in a good way though. Like when you see a nasty dunk like in basketball, like that was nasty. Have you watched Westworld? Yep. I like it. It's good. Can you take Stephen Thompson in a fight? Wonder Boy? Probably not. I don't like to say I could take anybody in a fight just because I'm not that kind of person. Like that would, I don't know, toot his own horn about his fighting capabilities. Have you ever seen The Matrix? Hell yeah. I love the first Matrix. Other two, Game of Thrones is the best. One Punch Man. I've heard of One Punch Man. I'm trying to get into anime more often. A lot of people are telling me to, so I'm going to try to get into it. Sorry about the thumb. A lot of anime. People are telling me about a lot of animes. I might get into them. Check them out. Try it out. Only a year until the next Avengers. Yep. A year from yesterday, technically. So we're less than a year away. Mary fucking kill Avengers Edition. I don't know about all that. I would have to sit down and think. There's too many. You have to sit down and think about it. There's just 3. There's like 30 now. Watch Death Note and Dragon Ball Z. Okay. So that's we're some sort of iconic squad. Even though it won't happen, how would you introduce a Hugh Jackman Wolverine in the MCU? He was one of Cap's war buddies. That'd be cool. Dude, you do it with Deadpool. You could do it with Deadpool. Can I ask a question about the Infinity War movie, or is that a spoiler? We've been spoiling it anyway, so just go for it. I feel like if you haven't watched Infinity War by now, I feel like you wouldn't be watching our channel. I feel like if you're watching our channel and how hyped we've been for this movie, then you've already seen it. Sorry if you haven't, though. So go ahead and ask your question. I think I'm definitely going to cut it off at 12:30 though, guys, just because, so like 7 minutes from now, because I'm starting to get a little tired too, and I got work in the morning here. I got to come back here in the morning. Do you got a Blu-ray collection? I don't own a lot of Blu-rays. I own a couple. I do most of my stuff digitally though. I think it's cool to have physical media though. Like if I were to get physical media, like the entire MCU Phase 1 and Phase 2 box sets, and then when Phase 3 comes out, that would be cool, but they're so expensive. Why didn't Doctor Strange just teleport back to Earth with Spider-Man and Iron Man when they were in the ship? Because, well, when they were in the ship, I don't know. That's a good question, but I think Doctor Strange, because he didn't know where he was currently, I don't think he can sling ring. I think he has to know where he is and where he's going. Otherwise, it won't work. I'm pretty sure that's the way I remember it from Doctor Strange. Like, he has to know where he is and where he's going to be able to do that. He can't just, like, if he doesn't know where he is, then he can't teleport. Yeah, that's what I think. At least, I could be wrong, but that's my guess. Do you think Superman is the hardest superhero to make a movie about? Yes, because he's one of the most complicated superheroes, because he's not even close to my favorite superheroes. But Man of Steel is one of my favorite movies because you know why? It was the first Superman film to humanize Superman and make him relatable, make him a relatable character that we could find flaws in and actually connect to. Because the other ones, as much as Christopher Reeve is a really good Superman, I can't connect with him. Because Tony convinced Strange into taking the fight to them. Well, that's also part of it, too. Love how Infinity War made a Secret Gamora open up. Oh, yeah. Just sucks now. Hopefully. I'm saying hopefully because I don't want her to come back. Yeah, he said... crap, what was I going to say? Iron Man did tell him that we were going to bring the fight to him, but... Doctor Strange was asking him if he could drive them home before that conversation took place. Thoughts on Heath Ledger as the Joker? Talked about it earlier. I think it's an amazing performance, but I think every single Joker performance gets a handicap of +5 because of how much everybody loves the character. That's what I think. I think every Joker is loved more because of the character and not just the performance. Like, even there's a lot of people who love Leto's version, which Leto's is basically Heath's version, and everybody loves Jack Nicholson's version. A lot of people love Cesar Romero's version, obviously Mark Hamill's version. I think the character is just so good that as long as you get it close, people are going to love it. So did you and Alex just randomly decide to YouTube? Yep. It was pretty random. I had the text messages saved where he was like, so... I said, we were talking about Hodge twins and like how they like, man, we're watching these two dudes eat food. Like, we could do this shit, whatever. And then I said, well, I've always thought about starting a YouTube channel, like doing trailer reactions and stuff. And he's like, you want to do it? It's like, yeah, let's do it. And we did it. Love to see Thor open up Rocket. Yep, that scene is amazing with him and Rocket. Absolutely. Do you think Cap will say Avengers Assemble and Avengers 4 better? Or I'm going to be pissed. Tragic superhero backstory in your opinion. Spider-Man's up there, man. Spider-Man, Batman. Superman's up there, losing his whole planet. Absolutely. I didn't like Leto's Joker. See, I'm indifferent about it. I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of people who really, really do like Leto's Joker. Would you ever do Fortnite live streams? I've never played Fortnite. Neither has Alex. Neither of us have played Fortnite. I think it's just past our generation. Our generation was Modern Warfare 2 and that kind of stuff. Can we have a Rocket and Thor movie, please? Yes, I'm all in. Thor Understanding Groot was also good. It was an elective on Asgard. Iron Man getting new armor in Avengers 4. I love his armor in this one. The nanotech was dope. Did you like La La Land or Baby Driver? Both. I love both of those movies. I don't understand the solo Joker movie that isn't Leto playing him. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in DC, man. Pac-Man gameplay? Do you think Scarlet Witch could carry a Black Widow movie? Or Scarlet Witch. Scarlett Johansson. She is one of the best actresses alive today. She could absolutely carry it. Now, will people go see it? Who knows? I don't know. I would go see it, absolutely. I've suggested maybe doing a Netflix thing with her about, like, past missions. But I'd definitely go see it. Favorite Star Wars movie? Return of the Jedi. Favorite movie series in the Jason Bourne movies? Bourne Identity, probably. Boom. While you guys are here, I'm going to start shamelessly plugging again just because that's how I am. I'm a piece of shit. Make sure you guys go check out patreon.com. You can go support the channel. Whoa, and as I say that, our dog shit quality continues. Let's hold on. Let's pull it in. Let's make sure it looks good. Okay. Jesus. Okay. I know, that quality was dog shit. Yeah, go check out Patreon. Help us support the channel. We just got 2 new ones yesterday. We talked about them. 2 new patrons. Trying to get to 50 patrons. That's our goal. We're at like 3 right now. So trying to get to 50. 50 patrons represents like, I think, 0.05 or no, I don't know about them. I think it's like 0.5% of our total subscriber base. Not even that. I think it's like 0.05 or something like that. Something crazy like that. So that's very possible to pull off. Sorry, I'm typing in something. Yeah, it's like 0.5% of our subscriber base, something like that. So it's possible. It's not impossible. It's iconic. Favorite MCU hero who's not had a movie yet? Ooh. Ooh, that's tough. Damn. That's not a movie yet. Bucky. Bucky. Favorite movie soundtrack? Damn, there's too many. God damn, there's too many. Lord of the Rings is up there. Lord of the Rings, definitely. The Avengers, Dark Knight, Man of Steel, Infinity War now. Add that to the list. Guardians of the Galaxy. Last of the Mohicans. Just a couple. Need recommendations to listen to. Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. There are some. If you haven't already listened to them. Amazing Spider-Man 2 has actually got a really good soundtrack. The theme to Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is sometimes in our intros, killer theme. Darth Maul versus Spider-Man, who would win? Well, isn't there a video out there where they have two endings? Each of them wins one. So I think it depends on the situation. I think Spider-Man could win, but Darth Maul is the Force, though. Damn, it's a close one. Do you like Inception? Yeah, it's okay. Not my favorite Nolan film, but it's good. Who's my favorite James Bond? Daniel Craig. I love Daniel Craig. I love Pierce Brosnan, too. Sean Connery. Roger Moore. I don't think there's a bad Bond, but I love Daniel Craig. Casino Royale is one of my favorite movies ever. Like, not just Bond movies, one of my favorite movies. Mix Josh Brolin's face with a ruffled potato chip, you get Thanos. If they did a Bucky movie, Sebastian Stan would do a good job. Dude, Sebastian Stan's an amazing actor. You know why? Because you know exactly when he's in Winter Soldier mode and when he's in Bucky mode, just by his face. He doesn't have to say a word. He's that good. Guardians soundtrack was better, Volume 1 or 2. I think Volume 1 was more memorable. Volume 2 is not as memorable. It's more deep cut tracks, but it's still good. What is your favorite movie of all time? Damn, that's freaking tough. And I know I've said that Infinity War is my #1 MCU movie, but The Avengers is probably my #1 movie of all time. I know that seems ass backwards, but it's just something about that movie, man. It's pretty much a perfect goddamn movie, all the way up to the end. And to see them together for the first time is still goosebumps every time. Showtime, a-holes. Who do you think could be the next Bond? Dude, I heard of some, like, Henry Cavill. I'd be so down for that. If you've seen Man from U.N.C.L.E., you know exactly what I'm talking about. Henry Cavill would be a great James Bond. Tom Hiddleston. Now that he's freed up, now I'd be down for him. Different take, not as like a jacked Bond. Different take, more suave. What's the other one? Shit. Idris Elba. He's getting old though. I heard a girl was supposed to play Bond. See, here's the thing. I think that's so sexist towards women. I think if all you can do is make movies for women by taking characters that were male and flipping them and making them female now because they're not good enough for their own stories, that's so sexist. Like I think the Ghostbusters movie was so sexist towards women. It's like, oh, we can't come up with a cool idea for women like the new movie with Natalie Portman. I mean, I didn't think it looked amazing, but Annihilation, it looked cool. Like, we can't think of a cool idea like that. So we're going to take an idea where it was all dudes and just make it all women. That would make it great. It's like, no, that's very disrespectful that, like, you don't think women can have their own stories. But that's my point of view about it. Went on a little bit of rant there. Damn. I think Robert Downey Jr. should have gotten an Oscar for his acting in Civil War, specifically the scene where he finds out his parents were killed by Bucky. No, because then you would have had to take it away from whoever won it that year. I can't remember who won it that year. But then you would have to give me a good reason to take it away from the other person. That's always the argument. If you're going to give it to them, you got to find a reason to take it away from the other person. And I don't think whoever got it should have it taken away. Maybe, I mean, if he got nominated, I wouldn't snark about it. Now, this year, I think Patrick Stewart got snubbed. That's like the first time I'll ever say that about a comic book movie performance. Patrick Stewart got snubbed as Best Supporting Actor nomination. And I think Hugh Jackman could have had a case for this past year for Best Actor. Not like winning it, but nomination, sure. I think he deserved it. Yeah, I love how this turned into just a straight up Q&A. I just keep talking. Damn it. We have so many people watching. We have 11 people watching. I don't want to disappoint you guys. No, I'm just waiting for comments. Hulk versus Thanos round 2 in Avengers 4. Yeah, absolutely. You know that's happening. They're setting that shit up pronto. This whole past movie that they were setting it up. This is a Quill and A. Am I like Quill? Am I Peter Quill? If you don't think Alex doesn't look like Star-Lord, you're out of your mind. Thoughts on Cap versus Bucky seeing the carrier and Winter Soldier? Amazing. The emotion is so good. Because I'm with you till the end of the line, pal. Thoughts on Captain Phasma? Boba Fett. She's this generation's Boba Fett. She's a badass because of the toys, but she does jack shit in the movies, just like Boba Fett. And I will say that forever. Man of Steel is my favorite DCU movie. My favorite scene is when Zod asking, "Oh yeah, you think you could threaten my mother?" Man of Steel is amazing. That movie's so good. I don't think it gets enough credit. Tony's gonna give Cap shield back. Yes, 1,000 times yes. You think Deadpool will do more Thanos references? Probably. I would say so. Maybe. I don't know. Trailer, yeah. If they do too many, it's gonna get distracting. Pump the hate brakes, Thanos. Sorry, I didn't realize I was shaking the camera. Do you think Green Arrow has one of the most underrated superhero backstories? Well, kind of maybe. I don't know. It's very similar to Batman's with the whole training. The way he trained was raised kind of like by the League of Assassins. Kind of similar. If you go by the show, I guess. It was very Batman Begins. I never understand why Edward Norton never came back for Hulk. Money and creative differences. He wanted to have a lot of input on the Avengers script, and Marvel said, "Fuck you, dude." And I think Mark Ruffalo, I could not see Edward Norton with the Avengers. No way. It'd be distracting. I like that movie a lot, but with Mark Ruffalo, I think he's a better fit for the Avengers. What did you think of Deadpool? Amazing. From the studio that killed Wolverine. What happened to Abomination? He's alive. He's actually supposed to be in the Raft prison from Civil War. He's in there somewhere. Yeah, they kept him alive. The leader is there too, I believe. The other guy, they could still use him. Goddamn, the leader, the guy who got the stuff dripped on his head and his head started growing. Incredible Hulk. They have yet to use him. That'd be a really good pull. Get him back. Thoughts on Stephen Amell as Oliver Queen? He's a good Oliver Queen. He's a good Green Arrow. I just think the shows went dog shit since it turned into a soap opera. Are you ever going to make different types of videos besides reactions and commentaries? Like what? Make suggestions. Always open for suggestions. We just do what we have fun doing. We do some gaming, obviously, here and there. I have to get back in the gaming wagon since it's summer again. I just been really busy with school the past 2 months. But yeah, I need to start gaming some more, get back on the Skyrim action, maybe get a PS4. Hey, go support Patreon. Cooking tutorials. If you want to see us make some dog shit food. Not much of a cook. I like eating. I'm an eater, that's for sure. My hair is not cooperating. Thoughts on Agent Coulson death in the Avengers? It's amazing in the movie, and then kind of shitty that they brought him back because it kind of ruins that scene now. Same way if they did it with Gamora. If they do that with Gamora, it ruins the whole scene with her and Thanos. Going to watch Ant-Man this summer. Absolutely. Movie looks cool as fuck. How did he come back? What, Coulson? In the TV show. I can't remember exactly. God, I keep forgetting. It was like some sort of cloning technology-ish. Damn it. Do you think Scarlet Witch will get visions of Vision and it'll mess with her head? Ooh, some like House of M shit. Maybe. Well, she's dead right now, so
She can't really right now, but if she got brought back, I guess, maybe. Iconic vlogs. I feel like this is kind of like a vlog, almost. We do podcasts, too. Don't forget. We need to do another one here soon. We haven't done a podcast in probably like 3 weeks. We need to do another podcast soon. Do you think the I Am Iron Man line will come back in the next Avengers? Ooh. I don't want to do too many callbacks just because it's a little cheesy, even though I would geek out. Have you seen the 2 Ultimate Avengers cartoon movies? If yes, what did you think? I've seen the first one, not the second. I love the first one. Obviously, I haven't seen the second one, but I love the first one. It's really cool. I like Giant Man and Wasp in that movie. I really like Banner in that movie. You still owe us that Roblox stream, damn it. Cooking tutorials. I haven't played Roblox, man. Sorry. Challenge videos? Well, we need challenges, I guess. That's on you guys. Does my jaw look swollen on this side of you? Because I got punched tonight. I got punched here, and it made my jaw shift. It hurts like a mother, but didn't know if you could actually physically tell if it was swollen or not. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Stop. 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 That scene's too sad. It's puffy? Okay. I was just checking. It's sore as shit. It's funny how one of the soldiers from Captain America, one is Peter Parker's principal. It's his great-grandson. He's actually got the picture of his grandfather and the Howling Commandos in his office behind him. That is cool, though. We taking everyone? I'm from Fresno, Ace. I love the first Captain America. Favorite color? Blue. Have you ever broken a bone? Many. Broken my nose, couple ribs, my arm twice, this arm once, broken my foot. I'm trying to think if I broke anything else. Ribs, nose. I haven't broken my jaw. Come close. Yep, both arms, once twice, the other one once, and then my foot. Yep. If they're gone by the end, how are they going to check their emails? Who? If they're gone by the end, how are they going to check their emails? Who are we talking about? I must have lost you there, Nelson. Have you been to Canada? Nope. Hawkeye with vibranium arrows. I'd be down. That'd be badass. Least favorite character in the MCU? I like everybody, goddammit. I really don't have at least... probably the Warriors 3. I'm just going to clump them. Just because they were so underused. Sorry. Did you watch Power Rangers as a kid? Hell yeah. I love the new Power Rangers movie too. Boom. What if Hawkeye runs out of arrows? Well, then he's fucked. We've seen him run out of arrows before. Hey, he does his job. There's a great SNL skit if you haven't watched it about him with the arrows. If I'm making you guys dizzy by doing the spin thing in my chair, let me know. Favorite moment from the new Power Rangers movie? Actually, a favorite moment is definitely when they're carrying. Why am I forgetting his name? Son of a bitch. No, I gotta. Is it Billy? They carry Billy back after he dies. Yeah, Billy. I was right. Dance off with Thanos. I'd be pissed. Yeah, his bow does turn into a bow staff. Favorite moment? Oh, I already answered that. Play Lego Marvel Superheroes. I have before. It's actually bullshit. It's a fun game. Alright. Boom. People say I like the weak characters because Hawkeye is my favorite Avenger. I love Hawkeye. Fuck off if you don't like Hawkeye. I love Hawkeye. Dude, if Hawkeye gets Yondu's arrow, that would be cool, man. That'd be dope. To 1 o'clock we go. Damn it, I guess so. I feel like some of you guys kind of owe me to go over to Patreon now. It's been a long live stream. I'm just kidding. How do you want the Avengers to kill Thanos? That's the thing, man. I don't know. I have no clue what's going to happen in the next movie. But I like that. I like not having a clue.
Yeah, Hawkeye and Ant-Man are definitely going to be the next one, but I don't think Wasp is, because I think Wasp is going to get dusted at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, and that's why he gets involved in the conflict. There's an Ant-Man and a Spider-Man now. Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps. I love that line. It's one of my favorite lines ever in the MCU. What do you think if Thanos waited 6 years to study the Infinity Stones? I don't think he waited 6 years to get the Infinity Stones. I think he was letting other people do it, like Ronan and Loki. He was sending off people to do it for him, and then what'd he say? Fine, I'll do it myself. And he did. And it was a lot faster once he started doing it himself. I'm entering with a passion. Yes, do it. Do it. What's up, Paradise Videos? Are you allowed to stay this late? I'm here, aren't I? Well, here I am. That's my DC movie. If Ant-Man is the next movie, he should just crawl inside of Thanos' ear and go full size and boom. I feel like Thanos would feel it coming. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm not looking forward to Shuri's reaction when she finds out T'Challa's dead. Stop. Hey, if Shuri's alive, what if Shuri got dusted? Wouldn't that blow? You're not brave. Men are brave. I love Batman vs. Superman. I don't care. I love it. Who do you think is not going to live past Avengers 4? Cap, Tony. I don't know about anybody else, but I think Cap, Tony are gone. Have I ever karate kicked the owner of the dojo, my boss? I mean, I've kicked him before. We've sparred. Sparring's fun. It's never mean. It's fun. They ain't going to let that money train die. They'll be back. Yeah, probably. It tastes like coconut and metal. Oh, yeah. God, I love Iron Man. Tell me something. Do you bleed? You will. I love that first trailer for Batman v Superman. And the Comic-Con trailer is probably one of my favorite trailers of all time. I'm also not looking forward to Tony's reaction when he finds out from Happy that Pepper's dead. Stop. And that Pepper was pregnant. Oh, shit. That would suck. God, I couldn't do that. Or Aunt May finding out about Peter from Tony. F that. Oh, snap. I get it. Protecting your reality, douchebag. What a good line by Doctor Strange. What a good line. Cap's reaction to Red Skull being like, if they meet up, I would love it if they met up again. You are deluded, Captain. What makes you so special? Nothing. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn. That's one of my favorite Cap lines, too. If I were Thanos, the universe would be lucky because I can't freaking snap. Didn't mean to make that reference, but hey, it works. You're not the only one cursed with knowledge. My only curse is you. God. Infinity War's so good. It's okay. I can swim. God, Captain America 1 is so good. I see a future without flags, without borders. Not my future. It was like the most patriotic Cap was in that movie. And then he came to now. It's like, aren't the stars and stripes a little old-fashioned? Everything that's happened, everything that's about to come to light, people just might need a little old-fashioned. Yeah, the fight between Batman and Superman is awesome. If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it. How about the line from Spider-Man Homecoming? And if you die, I feel like that's on me. Pay off. Shit. Hey, Quinn, do you have a Quinjet? Ha, 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 ha. I haven't heard that one before. I'm going to cry if they do a scene in the next Avenger where Cap's going to sacrifice himself to save everyone again, and Tony knocks him out and takes his place. Dies his place. Stop it. Stop it right now. Don't do that. And then Tony goes, I can do this all day. If you get hurt, hurt him back. If you get killed, walk it off. All right, I'm going to show you guys something real fast. I don't know how good the quality is going to be. But, so I told you guys I was testing for my 4th degree black belt. So, for fourth degree black belt, whenever people are tested for high ranks, our school, our Taekwondo school, likes to make. We've only had 2 other fourth degrees at the school, but they like to do spirit shirts that people can buy to support like me. And this was the shirt design that they got. Here, I'm gonna flip the camera around. I think I can flip it around. This is the shirt design. Ooh, here we go. I can do this all day. And then that's the front. So I like took my time with them. I didn't want to just shit through them. Boom. Yeah, the shirt's really cool. Yeah, I'm excited to wear it whenever it comes. I think it's gonna come in this week. I'm excited about it. I can do this all day. Posting on the Iconic Comic Facebook page. What, me doing my push-ups? Thanos forgets that he has the gauntlet and snaps to the rhythm of a song. People just dying everywhere. Do you like Bourne Ultimatum? Yes. I like the original Bourne trilogy. I even like the one with Renner. It's good. It's okay. I think about putting it on the Facebook page. I feel like Alex would be like, why the hell did you just post that to the Facebook page? They're quality push-ups, though. I made sure they were quality push-ups. We miscounted, and then I did 100. We like live streamed it on Facebook from here at the school. The Taekwondo school Facebook page live streamed it, and we miscounted, and I did 160. And I saw that I did 160. Like, I rewatched it. So I went and made my own video of me doing 6 more, and I was like, well, Cap ain't no liar. So, like, I'm going to bust out 6 more here for you guys. What if Thanos was one of the people that died when he wiped out half the universe? I thought about that theory. That'd be pretty crazy. But the fact that he's the one with the gauntlet, he kind of can somehow consciously control the fact that he wouldn't disappear. But I don't know. That'd be crazy. Your politics bore me. Your demeanor is that of a pouty child, and you've alienated my favorite daughter, Gamora. Return to me empty-handed again, and I will bathe the starways with your blood. God, that scene is so good. Got any good theories for Avengers 4? I don't. I really don't. I have no idea, and I love it that I don't. I love it that I have no theories because I'm so just have no idea what to expect with this movie, and I'm glad. I'm really glad, actually. All right, I'm really gonna end this thing at 1 a.m. So, like, in 5 minutes, I'm really gonna end this thing. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Do a karate kick. You guys really want to see me do a karate kick? Silence. Hell yes. All right, I guess I can real quick show you. I hope the quality stays okay if I put the camera up here to show you. Whoop. Trying to make sure that you can see. Actually, why don't I just point it this way? Sorry. This is probably dog shit quality right now. Oh, damn it. Balance. Okay, balanced. All right, I'm going to do one good kick and then that's it because my legs are sore. This might be embarrassing. All right, we'll see what I got here. Ready? I don't know. That's a 360 round kick, just. Or you have a spin heel kick. That's what I got. My legs are sore and I'm wearing khaki shorts right now. So that's what I got. Yeah.
khaki short. Am I back? I think I'm back. I wanted in a better way. I wanted to say in a better way than just blacking out. I can't finish the video without doing the you know, the cue music, whatever thing. It'd be untraditional. All right. So, yep. Make sure you go enter the contest so that you can hopefully win one of the 3 prizes. So, again, we'll go over real fast. Like us on Facebook, or if you absolutely don't have Facebook, we can probably make something work. The big thing is send us your videos to iconicomicmail@gmail.com, or you can send it to us on Facebook of why you think you should win the prizes. Why are you the biggest Iconic Comic fan? Why did you subscribe to us? Why do you like this channel? And we're going to decide who our 3 winners are. And then, like I said before, also go check out our Patreon page. Go help support us on there. We just got 2 new patrons the other day, $30 added to our Patreon. That's a lot. Thank you guys so much. I think that was Chad Moore and Seymour. Thank you guys so much for that support. Go check out the Patreon. Let's hit that goal on Patreon so we can get better equipment, maybe get that PS4 so we can do some live streams for like Spider-Man and God of War, that kind of stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much. It's been a lot of fun. Stay tuned. Stay iconic.